guys, welcome back. We got CPI day, and we just got the report, just got the numbers. Let's see what happens. It looks like we're pumping. We dipped a little bit. Let's see what the numbers are. Looks like everything is as expected. So probably should see a pump. Well, honestly, it's a pretty weak CPI because I think, like I said, everything is as expected. So I wouldn't expect much from this. I'm not gonna trade this. I'm just watching, maybe hop in on a reaction. I mean, it's like, what can you do really? This is a pretty weak CPI report as far as it affecting the markets goes. I mean, we had a decent range here, but and a pump up a little bit, but overall, like, I'd say that's pretty weak CPI numbers. Let's take it to the 5-minute chart. Yeah. I mean, I would expect a pump off of those numbers. Everything's as expected for the most part. We got 30-year bond at 12 Central, and that's the only other, looks like the only other 3-star news. Yeah, so I'll let this cool down and see what happens at the open, because I really don't want to trade this right now because it looks like it's trying to whipsaw back and forth, but ultimately I think it will pump. The market will pump. We got the good numbers, and where are we at on the day? So on the day we're up about 65 points. Let's check the daily chart. Yeah, 65 points. Yesterday we finished up 141 points. Friday, prior to that, we were up 270 points overall. They may try to dump it at pre-market a little bit, and then like I can see, here's like one of the scenarios I can see is that they dump it pre-market, and then the bulls come in during the cash session and pump it right back up. That's one scenario. Or they can keep pumping it since the numbers were good or as expected. It wasn't really a shock to the market. Let's see, we just took this range here. I want to measure and see how big of a range that was. From wick to wick. So we had a let's see, we had a high of 548 and a low 467. 548, 467, about an 80-point range there, top to bottom, wick to wick. And like I said, I can see them dumping this pre-market and getting ready, and then the bulls pump it up during the cash session. It'll be interesting to see how low they take it, or they can keep dumping it. That would be something to see. That would be crazy. They dump it. Let's check these other time frames here just to see. This would have been a good short though, but obviously I don't know. It's just I don't like playing around with big news events like that. I like to get in on the reaction, the aftermath of the reaction. We did come in here to this golden fib zone and bounce. Let's see if it holds or if we break through it. It's on a 1,000 tick chart. Looks like it's trying to hold. But let's see, let's go light. Let's put in, you got a VWAP. That's a 23%, 9 EMA. Put in a 1 contract short here.
Filled.
Let's see if it dips back down. I'm in a 1 contract short, 5 minute, let's see, 15 minute, down 28 points right now on the 15 minute. 15 minute looks like it wants to, it's giving me short vibes right now on the 15 minute. But we'll see. We shall see. Just a small light position. Got in short on the pullback at the 9 EMA. And we'll see if this pays off. I said I wasn't really going to trade this. Let's see if the... See, we got point of control at 468. I want to see if they can get it down to back to point of control. 460. Let's go in one more here.
Order filled.
Probably should have put it at the 21 EMA. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I want to see if they can get it back to point of control. And basically, this red line is point of control for the most part. My trading view chart, I got it at 468, and this is the 50% fib extension or retracement. I want to see if they get it down, back down here. We'll put first TP right here. But it could pump. It could pump. I could be on the wrong side, but let's see. And then let's see if it taps back into the golden fib again. I'm gonna check the higher time frame. Still in an uptrend. Overall, still in an uptrend. If it dips back down, that'll be touching the 9 EMA on this higher time frame chart. And the higher time frame still in an uptrend, major uptrend. I could see us going down here. That would be crazy. But let's see what that lines up with on these smaller time frames. Yeah, I may be on the wrong side of this. It may continue to pump up, but like I said, my 15 minute is still showing. It looks like the buyers are trying to, they're getting, I'm gonna say they're still in it, but they're getting, the buying trend is heading down, if that makes any sense. Like, it's still, the buyers are still above the zero line on the buyers versus sellers, but the trend is trending down. It's like they're slowly leaving the exiting the market right now. Let's see.
Wow, is it still loading up?
Oh, what's up, man? You in here?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, last night I was in the practice account. Well, actually, I call my Top Step account my practice account because I would never trade a real account with Top Step X. Um, Never. It's a good play. Like in my opinion, right now, Top Step X needs a lot of work. But anyway, to the point. Last night, the NQ liquidated me. We're literally at my stop and pumped to my target. I woke
mm,
up and I was so upset. But it looks like the CPI did exactly what I thought it was going to do: pump and dump, pump and dump.
yeah, I was sitting here talking about it. I said I'm in two contracts basically at the EMAs. I said I wasn't gonna trade it, but then once everything is slowed down a little bit, so I just hopped in.
Yeah,
Once it kind of
I
yeah, once it kind of calmed down, I was like, all right, let's see. So I'm still in it right
yeah.
now. I do feel like it's gonna go down though, just looking at the charts. I was giving out different scenarios of what could possibly happen. Initially, I'm thinking it's gonna pump. We did get a pump, and I was like, well, they may dump it pre-market and then come back at New York
Open.
session, yeah, and pump it back up. All the numbers
Yeah.
were as expected, so no surprise, no shock to the market. So we'll
hmm
see. See what happens.
It goes back to what we was talking about before. I mean, if the narrative wants to be that the economy is strong, the data
Mm,
will show that. That's why I was confident in that long last night. But the NQ said, nope, I need your. I'm talking about to the tick. My stop was at 59, dude, or 59 or 58, whatever that tick was. I
yeah.
got ticked out, and I'm pissed. I was pissed, man. I got kicked out of TL last night as well. Like, well, I didn't. I didn't give my TL trade enough room to really work. It did hit my target, but I didn't give it enough room to work. I know it was going down.
Hmm.
It's just that I didn't want to be up all night on a babysit a dang position. So.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, the market did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I think it pumps. I think it pumps. Let's see what happens when it gets to 463. Let's see what happens. If it
Wow.
breaks down,
Look at you. That's
wow.
my first. That's my first TP. Well, 464 is my first TP, and
Not really.
yeah. I mean, I want to. I probably should kind of cut this, but I'm trying to see, hold out and see what happens. Obviously, it's been whipping back and forth. Um, Going to my break even, then dropping. So I'm fairly confident that this play works
This
out.
is probably going. This is going to probably work out, man. And this
Yeah.
the structure looks like it's going. This is a two-leg pullback. That's what the structure looks like.
Hmm.
But the only thing that my concern is that we got them equal lows right at 463. So either, and it looks like that
Yes,
candle at what the heck?
a lot of support there. And then it's been, yeah, that's the golden fib on my chart. And even with the CPI, it bounced off of that fib, and it's been bouncing prior to CPI release. So all of this support, you can look at the chart and just see, boom, support, boom, boom, support, 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 demand
Yeah.
support, whatever you want to call it. So, right, yeah,
All right.
464, 465 area is crucial for the Bears. I mean, they struggling right here to get it past, down past 470. So, I don't know.
Wow. All right. Okay. Hold on. What the heck is going on right now?
Let's see.
I'm on the wrong.
38 points. I wanted to see it get to at least point of control at 468, 470.
Mm.
But let me map my position out on the chart.
Okay. So actually, before I leave, I'm actually about to get ready to to go. But I was glad I was able to get in the stream. Actually, if I probably have to wait. So if I catch myself waiting, I'll probably rejoin the stream.
Okay.
And, at least give commentary.
Yeah.
So right now, looking at the chart, let me look at this. So this is going down. So I believe you're on the right side, dude. I think you're on the right side of this. Honestly.
Yeah, we're pushing. Proud to hit first TP. Approaching 464. 2 contracts, kind of light. A tick. Oh no, a tick. It didn't hit TP by a tick. See, live on stream. This is what happens. I'm confident it'll hit, but still, that's just dirty.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
Need to take a breath.
Dirty. Look how she's doing me. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. First TP hit. Finally, she's dirty. She'll play around with you like that. I'd be cautious around this area though, because it's the goal. It's bounce. They would have to hold this. Yeah, they would have to hold this area. Let's see a strong breakdown though.
I'm pretty sure it'll break down. I'm pretty sure we probably get a bounce around that 426 level. 426 around that area. Probably
yeah.
415.
Why we got the same thinking pattern on this? Like, so my second TP, I looked on a higher time frame. I put my second TP at 423. 423. I mean, I could move it up, but that's essentially what, we were 3 points off from each other.
Yeah, you might get a little push right here, man. You might get a little push. You know what I'm gonna do? Like I said, I'm not gonna. No. A little push, but we're going down. We're definitely going down.
I'm letting it ride. My new break even now is 491. I will get out if it pulls back to 480. I'll take 10 points. I'll take 10 points, but right now I'm good. I mean, I don't want to see it pull back. I know it's very capable of pulling back and stopping me out and then running lower, because it always seems to do that.
Yeah, she is definitely a witch. She is a witch.
Yeah.
Especially after what she did to me last night. I was loyal to her last night. I didn't even tell her about my CL trade, and she did that to me.
No, she found out. She found out somehow. She found out. They always find out.
All right, so I got a level. I'm thinking we might not see a real bounce until at least 387. At least 387. I'm pretty sure we can get a real bounce at that level.
Ooh,
387.
387.
387. If the price gets to 387, then I'm willing to take a long man.
Okay, yeah, I could see that, just because yeah, that was like a ceiling yesterday at one point before it finally broke. I think we got our first pullback, or a significant pullback yesterday, around there. So I could see that. I could see them taking it down. Maybe not right now. I don't know. I mean, you would think in pre-market, if they wanted it to go down, they would have broke through that 460 level. I mean, they're trying. They are trying.
Yeah, they are definitely trying.
That's support.
So 387, 367, that area right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that support is holding strong right now. And now look, pushback. Like I said, I don't care. I mean, this trade was just like a free trade basically anyway. So if it pushes back to 480, I'm taking my gains. My 10 point. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. I don't want that to happen, of course, but it's like,
yeah, you still got New York. You don't want to blow it before.
Yeah. And I've done that before. I hate blowing accounts before the market even opens. You feel like a jerk. It's like, yo,
yeah,
market ain't even open and I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah, I
what
think I
happens
might
here.
actually just trade my Apex accounts this week.
Apex.
I think this is the Apex week. Oh, I'm definitely trading my Apex account for power. Oh, definitely trading that. What I should do is start doing what you do and start doing the trailing stop thing.
I don't
On
know. I
some
mean,
positions.
yeah, on
On
some,
some
because
positions.
it'd be ticking me off sometimes, because
You take your profits, man.
yeah,
That's something that I do not do. Man, I'd be up $1,000, don't take nothing. Want to watch it come all the way back to crazy. It's like, no,
yeah,
baby, come back. Come back, baby, come back.
yeah,
you, you can blame it on me. I was wrong, and I just want to break you. Babe, I just want to break you.
I just
Yes.
want to break even. We've all sung that song before.
Hey, can you please come back? Like, you be
Right.
at her front door with a radio on top of your head. Like, baby, come back.
Dang, I could see this
Come
bouncing
back.
back to 485 before potentially going lower, because that's where the EMA is. Looks like I'm about to get
Yeah,
stopped
so
out. Take my 10 9-point profit. Actually, I want 10 points. Or no, that would have been
I
11
mean,
points.
dude, the Bears would have to have broken. There was so much support at that level, man. That's all I was like, man. The Bears would have to really. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. You might get a retracement, and that's just probably for the Bears to reload.
True.
Let me look at
That could happen.
the chart.
I mean, because this
But this is
support,
going down.
yeah, it's like, how long are the Bulls going to hold this support? I think that's the question. How long are y'all trying to hold it? Because CPI initially bounced 1, 2, and now we're approaching 3. You know what I mean? If you can call that 3.
Yeah, I could probably see I could see price probably getting back to. Nah, this shit looks like it's going down, man. You can see it. Yeah, your position might be good, man. That 437, 426.
Y'all pushing
That's
Bears?
actually what I would target. I would target that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll adjust. If we get down to this level, I'll adjust and see how, if the momentum's strong and all that. If it's strong, I'll probably keep it lower. Keep it at 423,
Yeah.
push lower, put a trail behind it, and then put a target in front of it. That way, so one of them's getting hit. There we go. We just broke 460 with authority. Bears are back in full effect. We might see a pullback here at 450 potentially, or pull back into that zone to test it as resistance. That previous support turn resistance. Let's see if it's textbook. Currently up 1200 on just trading a reaction. Like, you don't have to jump in on the initial report, because you're gonna get chopped and screwed. I'm gonna put. I think I want to just get out, though. I don't know if I want to hold this. I'm gonna get out, take these profits, take this little buffer, and be solid for New York Open.
Hold on. Why'd you get out of the position?
I think I just want to get out. I want to secure the profits.
Well, I guess you are trading Apex. Put your stop above that candle, that 466. I mean, it's only 10 points. 466. If it comes back to that candle, you only lost 10 points. Versus,
I'll put it just above the golden fit, that zone that we were just at. But it's a trailing stop, so it is what it is. Yeah, we placed that there. We just let it ride, see what happens.
yeah, like, look at that. See, look at that. You wanted to get out. Look at that.
I mean, we still haven't broken. We still haven't broken.
This is
Okay. Yeah, heavy volume on the indexes.
See? I told you, man.
No, I was just saying, I pointed out it could pull back when we hit 450, so I was like, potentially you know,
Being cautious. Yeah, I get it.
being
Now I would
cautious.
trail my stop and put it at 450. What's
And
that 450
mine's
now?
at 453. It's still trailing.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah, that's a good spot right there, man.
Yeah, it's still trailing. But it looks like we're about to break lows if we don't get a whip back up. Like I said, my second TP is down here at 423. I picked that just from looking at the higher time frame. Let me take a look at CL. CL's dumping. CL's dumping. It's been
Yeah,
dumping.
and I'm so frustrated with CL because man, I had that target ready to go. I was in it last night, and I got wicked out.
Oh,
CL. I got wicked out. Both CL and NQ did me dirty last night.
dang.
In my top FX account, did me dirty.
Dang. I'm wondering if I should I add to this? That would be a little bit more risky. That would be a little bit more risky. Yeah. Because it's already down.
Short in the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
You would need a
doing.
good retracement.
I'll be doing what Hefe said. I'm short at the bottom and long at the top. You can't keep getting away with this. How is it possible? I don't know. I mean, it's already down about roughly 36, 37 points right now. 40 points at the bottom. It could retrace, but I do still think it has more room to run down.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yesterday's point of control, or yeah, is that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's point of control at market close is coming up at 437, according to TradingView's point of control. I don't even have. All right, I'm stopped out. I don't even have Bookmap open. So that was, we secured 1200. Stopped out on
That's
that
good, man.
pullback. Yeah, light
Good,
work.
man.
Light work. Could have been a couple $100 more, but I mean, for something, just trading a reaction. I didn't get in at the tippy top, like I could have, but in the moment, you know, it is what it is. I just traded. I basically got in at the EMAs. Got in at the 9 EMA, or the 21 EMA, put my second at the 9 EMA, and then we let it ride. So that was a 19-minute trade, basically. 20 minutes, 1200, 20 minutes. Not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it for pre-market, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's some good cushion for later on today.
yeah, yeah. But overall, I think that was a weak CP, like probably one of the weakest CPIs I've seen in a while. That's just because, well, I think that's just because everything is as expected. It's quote unquote good in investors' eyes or whatever. So, but the real ones
You also
know.
gotta take into
Oh, go ahead.
consideration that. I know I was saying that you also got to take into consideration that we did have that move up. I mean,
Yeah.
it moved up on last night
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's basically a continuation from yesterday, and the pre-market kind of moved up slowly. But you know that action, the volume ain't there to make, you know, too big of moves. But yeah, we pumped off the CPI report, made it to 548 at the top. You know, we are really approaching all-time highs. It is not that far away now. We're in the 400s, almost at the 500s. We're just like 300 and something points away. What was that? You hop off here. Watch it break the lows. Should I short the bottom, chat? Short the bottom? Short the bottom to see if it goes down to my second TP, my original second TP. Let me check Bookmap. I don't have Bookmap open.
Dude, this is going down. Like, this is going down. I mean, obviously we're gonna have retracements, but this is my prediction for tomorrow or for the rest of the day and into tomorrow. We got PPI tomorrow morning, and we got Powell. Man, everybody knows that Powell pumps it. So why would you? All the buyers are going to wait for Powell.
Yeah, so we could see a down day today. You're right. We could see a down day today, just to rebalance itself, and then Powell comes in, pumps it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Powell, like, even if he says the world is gonna get nuked, he pumps, the market pumps. It's like, dude, it's Powell, he pumps it.
Recession.
So, man.
Real ones know we've been in a recession for a while now. No, he just says. So what happens is he'll say good morning, it dumps, and then the next line that he says it'll pump up. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Powell, the master of the market. So yeah, chat. Those of you watching,
the stop sign. Turn right.
I was about to say, yeah, we just took a light trade just to kind of do a little in-stream recap. Took a light trade. We started with one at 4. Which one did I get in first? Got in this one at 487 first. 487.75. Price kind of, I mean, it did pump back up a little bit. I got in at 491 for a second contract. Fairly confident that this was going down. The 15-minute and the 5-minute charts were lining up for more downside. We struggled a little bit to break point of control, and then the fib zone right here was kind of some bouncing around, pumped back up, retraced up about 10 points or so, and then we finally got that break with enough volume pushed down. I still think this is gonna continue down. I think this is a small retracement. The DGen in me wants to short this bottom and see a test of my original TP. I had my second original TP at 423, based off the higher time frame. And yeah, but we've been, so the previous 15-minute candle was a 33-point drop, body to body. It looks like we have more downside. The buyers are still in this according to the buyers versus sellers though. It's still above the zero line. So I'm just gonna wait until open. We're gonna wait we got 30 minutes to open. I'm gonna wait, go get a coffee, take care of a few things, and I will be back on stream prior to the open. So yeah, y'all take a break, relax. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back. Sherman might not make it to stream. He has some stuff to take care of. So we'll see. Hopefully he can get back in, or at least get in on some commentary. If he can't trade, he won't be able to trade, but at least if he can hop back in on some commentary or something. So we'll see. Alright, stream. I will be back. New York Open.
Stop and queue buy.
Welcome back, guys. Took a little quick break. We got about 7 minutes till 7 minutes till New York Open. 1 second. Here we go. That's better. Yeah, so I was looking at this setup on my trading view chart, and I was like, man, this would have been a good spot to short on the retracement here that we had. So we didn't quite break lows. We missed it by about a point and a half. We retraced up, touched the 9 EMA, and then rejected off of it again. This looks like on the 5 minute like it could be forming a double bottom. So I'd be on the lookout for that. 15 minute, I'm getting conflicting signals right now on the 15 minute, just looking at the chart. Obviously we could still get a continuation down but at the same time I'm getting a signal that this is not necessarily the bottom, but it's how do I say it, since the buyers brought this back up and they're holding right here, they're holding this 450 level, so I'm like, could this be new support without us even breaking pre-market lows? But like I said, we got the open in about 5 minutes now. I'm sure we probably gonna break lows out of the open, at least if not like whipsaw back and forth before they, you know, decide which direction they want to take this. Right now it's looking bearish, but obviously that can change at a moment's notice. Yeah, so thank y'all for joining, thank y'all for tuning in. If you didn't see, those who just coming in, I did trade reaction off of CPI. I didn't hop in right away because it was you know, we had the pump, and then we had the dump, and then the second pump, second dump, so it was just whipsawing back and forth. As you can see my chart here, I got in first entry, I took short 487.75, and then I scaled a second contract at the I got in both at the EMAs during the in real time. I got in at the EMAs, so took a light 2 contract position, went short. This area right here was concerning because they held, if you look left on the chart, is the 5 minute, you'll see that they held this the buyers, the bulls held this position, and it played off the golden Fibonacci retracement level just perfectly. Even CPI bounced here, pulled back up, went again, bounced again, and then we finally got the breakthrough here on this candle. So yeah, we're so, with it being so close to open, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, and that's where we're at so far. Built a $1,200 cushion to start the New York session off of the 2 contract position. Didn't want to go heavy because I don't I'm just not feeling that type of risky right now today. So I kept it light, just 2 contracts. Let's see if we break these lows here at 441. I was telling chat earlier that I think we get down to my second TP that I had was 423, and honestly we might could get down. So my partner was talking about 387 before actual like bounce. I could see that happening too, because that was yesterday's resistance. That's where we took a significant pullback on yesterday's price action, so I could see it breaking down there, or potentially holding 405, 403 area at the next golden fib. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, looking bearish to me. I was off stream, I was looking at my trading view chart on my phone, and I was like, man, this would have been a great short. And obviously it's playing out. It's just bouncing off the 9 EMA here. 9 EMA is holding. You know, they haven't broke above it. They're holding this. So this area would have been a great reposition to short, but I missed it. But it's all good. We about got the excuse me, got the New York Open here in a couple minutes, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I got my coffee, trying to wake up. I tried to get in for you guys to trade to look at CPI, to stream it. I literally got in, or got everything set up like right at the last second. I think CPI had already just been released, and caught the aftermath for this whipping action. Yeah, I tried for you guys. I did, like I said, I traded reaction. I waited a few minutes to hop in. Waited this first 5 minutes to see. It was pretty weak CPI considering all the CPIs in the past. This one was pretty weak. It was as expected. Numbers came out month over month, as expected, year over year, as expected. Yeah. So nothing really surprising here. So, all right, we are open. Look at this volume. Oh my gosh, look at the volume. Look at the volume. 27. So we tapped into 27. Did we hit liquidity? Let's see.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in. I want to see. Should I take a 10 point? Let's see. Since I got a little cushion now, I want to go in, and that cushion about to get wiped out. Wiped out. Let's see what happens though. Let's see, because I want to see it get down to this area here, 420, between 420 and 412. That could be a mistake though. Looking left, we have 437-ish as prior support from yesterday. So let's see. Yeah, I could have just shorted the bottom here just now, pretty much. But let's see. Target would be, like I said, somewhere in this range. Hopefully, get down to the second golden fib. That would be nice. This action is bearish right now. This is bearish. We're approaching the lows. Book map. We got, it's a pretty heated book map, obviously, because on both sides. But like I said, I want to see a push down here to the 411 potentially. We got heat, maybe 415. Let's put the target. Let's put the target down here at 406, and then we'll put a trail on. Where do we break down to? 418. 418. Got the retracement all the way back up to the 30s. Goodness. High stakes trading right now. I'm in heavy, or what I consider heavy, 5 contract position. Short. Probably should have waited for the retest up here at a fib level. Got anxious. Looked at the structure. Structure looks bearish to me. Maybe, let's see, retracement by the bulls, or do they come back? Should I hop in one? Added one. We're in 6. New entry 434. Shoot, I wanted to add another 5, but we're not going to do that. We'll play it a little bit smarter. Okay, 434.58. My position, approaching lows. Like I said, I will let's put a 15. Man, this whip action is crazy right now. I thought for sure we were just about to break these lows on that push down. The volume's nuts right now. Everybody's reacting to CPI. Let's see if we get down to the 150%. Yeah, for those of y'all who missed it, a trading partner, he got some personal stuff he had to take care of today, unfortunately, that requires him being away from the charts. He's super sick about it, but I understand. We all got.
Stop field.
All right, I'm out of that one. Had to get out of that one. Let's see, it's about to hit original TP anyway. No, we'll put that and just put a trail. We'll do a trail it. Rejected because I was too slow. The volatility, man. This is why I trade in Q, for the volatility.
Stop field.
All right, I'm stopped out of that position. What do we do today? 3,500. All right, 3,500 in the Apex P accounts. I'm gonna stop there. Take my wins. Essentially 2 trades. Well, let's see if it hits second TP. I have second TP at 405. It stopped shy 3 points. So I tried to scale out. See, so I had original TP at 405, aiming for this golden fib here. It's kind of struggling. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit, but just in case. So it's kind of like a psychological thing for me. Like here, we're about to hit TP. It still hasn't hit it. It's so close. Look at that, and then it retraces back. So my TP would have been 1 point away because I would had it at 405. So I just set trailing stops. You know, the first one, you know, I wanted to get out of. Plus, I was in 6 contracts. I was in 5 at this first one, kind of an impulse move. And then I scaled in the 1 because the structure still looked bearish. I wanted to go in another 5, but that would have been ridiculous. 10 contracts with this much volatility at the open probably would have been good. I would have had a heart attack sitting up here, sitting through that. But you see how if I'd have kept my original second TP, it would not have hit. It was at 405, so I'd have been waiting, expecting it to hit. It was a point away, 1.5 points away, and it did not hit. Like I said, I still think it's gonna go into this level and more than likely hit. But all of this pullback, and no, that's not good for your for my mental. Like just seeing it right there and come so close and yet so far. Yeah, so I usually trail. I have trailing stops that I'll set. The first one, I just wanted to take some profit. I'll take a lot of risk off the table. So I took the 5 off first and then let the 1 run, but it pulled back and hit my trailing stop. So that's kind of how I play it. Sometimes, you know, I guess asking for 405 was too much. I had my TP right here sitting at the top of the golden zone. So sometimes I'll take full TP off, but most of the time I'll scale out. It all depends on the situation. It's situational based. But you see here, I would have been, if I hadn't got out, I would have been super upset letting it retrace on me like that. No. So yeah, that's kind of my how I do it. It's probably unconventional. Like I said in the recap yesterday, everybody has their own method of trading. What works for me might not work for you. If you found your way, your edge, go for it. Like that's the thing. Like, and that's what. Like I wouldn't hate on anybody for how they trade. If it works for you, if it works for them, hey, go for it. Like, keep doing your thing. Everybody's different. Everybody sees things differently. And yeah, like my way of trading is definitely more unconventional. I tend to put on heavier risk. So I've been working on. So it's a funny backstory. So I used to trade very, very, very differently than I do now. When I first started out, I wouldn't go more than 2 contracts. 2 contracts, but I was just getting used to the volatility of the NQ, feeling out how it moves, and just stuff like that. So 1 and 2 contracts, and then I would take maybe like 6 trades. I would consider myself like a small scalper. So I'd go in 1, 2 contracts, like I said, maybe make $200, maybe $400 if I'm lucky, and then I'd get out. I'd make my quick profits, get out, and then I'd do that. I'd repeat that throughout the trading day, and then I'd end up with like maybe $1,000 profit, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I just made $1,000 in a day. Who can really say that? What other job can you say where I just made like somebody's weekly paycheck in a day? Then I started, getting better at that, and started making 2K. I started making 2K consistently, and then it just went up further and further, and I kept my same. Obviously I sized up a little. I would go in 3 contracts, and then I think between 3 and 4, probably 3 was my limit back then. Like I said, I trade completely different because I've been studying and put so much screen time behind NQ that it's almost like I was saying the other day, it's like you can't really explain it, but you get a feel for how it moves. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. But you get you see repeat patterns from putting in the screen time. You see repeat patterns. You see what happens. Things tend to repeat themselves. I noticed on the 5-minute chart, whenever things look like they're, like say for example, we had this sell-off at the open. I can usually tell when it's getting ready, or have an idea when it's bottoming out, where we've reached the bottom, we're about to start a reverse. I can usually see that or get a feeling for it. So let's take it to the chat. I've been trading futures. So I mentioned this yesterday. I started trading. My first introduction to trading was probably around 2015, but it was Forex. Just like probably almost like everybody else. I didn't discover futures until about, I think, end of 2020, maybe beginning of 2021. That's when I started trading futures. And I decided, I was like, okay, I'm going to put in the work. I'm not going to give up. So my story, I'm going to tell you guys real quick. So I started with $2,000. I put it into Trade-Evate, was my broker. I started with, funded my live account. I put in 2K. I grew my account. No lie. I grew my account. And this is me first starting out trading futures. I went in live, just like, I'm going to learn in the trenches. Which I don't suggest. I do not recommend anybody do. Okay, quick sidebar here. So we just now would have hit my second TP. But yeah, back to the story. I just started trading futures for about 3 years now. Not too long. I was first started trading Forex. Like, that's how I got introduced. I was terrible at it. Terrible. I was trading, Euro USD, spot Forex, and then I got into binary options and just all of that mess. Trying to find a way, messing with overseas brokers, like, the typical story. You're trying to find your way into the space. So I was terrible at it. So I was off and on. I got into binary options. I found a US broker that does binary options. That's Nadex binary options. But I realized, like, with options, and then I got into regular stock options and everything in 2020. Did pretty good. Like, practically you couldn't lose in 2020. The market was in a super bull run. It's like you could not lose in 2020. All you had to do was buy calls in 2020. After the COVID drop. Yeah, after the COVID drop in 2020, if you bought calls, you were good. But yeah, traded options, did well in that. But I'm like, for me personally, and there's lots of great options traders out there, but for me, options seems to put, there's a lot of things against you. It's not like you're trading futures is perfect for me, for my personality and the way, my style, because you're trading the spot price. You're just trading the price and price action. Like, and all you're buying and selling. You think it's gonna go up, you buy. You think it's gonna go down, you sell. Get a good position, and you do it that way. And I like that's the aspect I was looking for in forex, but I could never find a good broker. And the spreads in forex, the brokers kind of like set the spreads, and it'd be like, so when you enter a position in forex, you're automatically like in the negative until it goes in your direction. I didn't really like that. Futures does have a spread, but you can see here, if you're looking at the DOM, it's real tight. Tight spreads. Now it's moving super fast, but the spreads are so tight that you don't automatically start off in the negatives, right? Wow, this is CL chart. It dumped. Super dump. But yeah. So been trading futures, to answer that question. Been trading futures for about 3 years now, but I was introduced to trading like way before, probably back in 2015, 2013, somewhere around there. Appreciate it, John. I'm done with these Apex accounts for the day. I'm gonna switch over to I got a lot of different accounts, guys. I'm gonna switch over to Top Step. Excuse me. Let's go to this account. Let's see what we can do in this account. But to me, this is kind of look on the 5 minutes. Kind of look like this is the bottom. I'm getting that feeling, like I mentioned earlier, where you can kind of just tell when things are bottoming out. For me, that's looking like right around here. The better long would have been to long the golden fib here. There we go. We're getting pump volume coming in on TickStrike. I'm going to go ahead and move this for 41. So when I set these, fibs based off the pre-market highs and lows. So this 100% was the low of pre-market. Obviously, we get to New York Open, we crash below that. We made a new low, but I like to keep them at the same pre-market lows just so I can see the different, so everything matches up. I can see the different zones. And like I said, this is a 19-point, 20-point candle back to the upside. I feel like this is a potential reversal. We could see a push up to, potentially, if the bulls break out, we could see a potential push to the VWAP here around 457, 458 level, and potentially into the golden fib zone before we get a pullback. But let's put my money where my mouth is. I'll go one contract light if I get filled. See if I can get filled at 420. Like I said, the better position, looks like it's not going to fill my limit. The better position, everyone would have been down here at my second TP, my original second TP on the Apex accounts. That would have been the better long entry. But this is up, like I said. I might get filled here. Let's see. I want 420. That's a heavy volume area. NQ. Alright. Alright, we're along one contract. Keep it light for now. I want to see if we break this EMA or if we reject. If we reject the EMA, let's see. We reject the EMA, I'll probably I don't know. Like I said, it's all real-time, situational. I'm looking at to see how big of a candle this is. This is a 33 point candle right now. And we just touched the EMA. We got to break this though. We could see potential resistance at 450 if we make it back up that high. This fib zone right here, this fib line is the pre-market low, the 100%. I'm wondering if I should add heavy, but I want to see it break. Maybe add heavy at right here.
Order rejected.
Rejected me. Oh, I don't have, that's right, this is a top step. I don't have access to all these contracts just yet. Oh no, I'm in the wrong account, chat. Oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong account. I'm in the practice account. I hate when it does that.
Order filled.
I logged into the thing and I didn't check. I wasn't in my Express account. Well, that's sad. That sucks. Well, gotta look for the next opportunity now. I just missed out on all of that. Not paying attention. Yeah, paying attention is definitely key. Abigail, so I have on my chart, on my trade of 8 chart, I have this blue line is the 9 EMA, the purple is the 21 EMA, and then the yellow line is VWAP. So yeah, I just rock with those 3 on here, and then my Fibonacci retracement levels. Let's see. I can't believe I missed. I was in the wrong account. That's tragic. That is tragic. I was in at 420. Would be up 25 points right now. Real time, 20 points. That is tragic. Decent entry. I chose 420 because of the heavy volume at that level. I didn't think I was going to get filled. I thought it was going to run up without me. Filled me on the practice account. So now it would be poor decision making of me if I hopped in long up here after this whole run up. And then with us being so close to the VWAP and golden fib, I just would not feel comfortable taking that long. Missed opportunity. On to the next. So let's see. So yeah, I draw my fibs based on pre-market. So pre-market, yeah, overnight highs and lows. So pre-market, the 0%, the zero line, it was the high, and then the 100% was the low for pre-market. And then I just leave them there for the rest of the day for the New York session. And as you see, they play out, and they play out in the New York session really, really well. So this, like I said, the second golden Fibonacci zone, which is the 61.8%, 65%, this zone here, it bounced. Yeah, it dipped a few points below. We made new lows, but it got bought right back up, attempted again to kind of drop down, wick down, and then it just pumped from there. So these Fibonacci, they're pretty good. They're pretty accurate, I would say. I use them for levels of like entries and exits most of the time, and as well as the EMAs. I buy the top and well, not today, Hefe. I did not buy the tops and sell the bottoms. I don't know if you were in when I was trading my Apex accounts. I just switched over to my Top Step Express account. I took the long, just to give you a quick recap, I took the long at 420, but that was in my practice account right here. I wasn't paying attention to which account I was in. So that was in that account. And then, like I said, so I haven't taken anything yet in the Express account, the XFA. But if you were watching Hefe on when I was trading my Apex accounts, I traded reaction from CPI. I shorted. I mean, obviously, if you shorted up here, that would have been great. But I'm not gonna. This is the initial news release. So I'm not gonna put in a position off the initial release. So I waited 5 minutes, gave it time to see what structure it was gonna do. So I hopped in a short at the EMA level. So I hopped in probably around 490 at the time, and then 487. I was in 2 contracts short on this candle. Noticed that we'd probably get resistance here. We did. Eventually it broke down, and I exited some. I put trailing stops and exited. Made 200 buck. I mean 1,200 off that initial short. And then yeah, we were done in there. Waited for open. Got in some more shorts, and I think I exited. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch, but yeah. Now we're in my Top Step account, trying to see what we can do. Look for another position. But I do think we have potential to go higher. I just don't want to go. I don't want to go long here with us being so close to VWAP and this zone here. Not really feeling it to go long here. Kellen, I mean that's good. You longed at 25. Yeah, that's a better position. I don't want to long up here just in case this is just a pullback and then we dump some more. But looking at, so here's what I was looking at on TradingView off screen. This was, so when we were down here, I was looking like this could be the potential bottom. This looking like a bottoming out pattern. We get the green dot, we get the signal. The green candle turns yellow. That's the bullish signal. Went up 31 points. Had a small 7-point pullback, and now we're up. This current candle's up 21 points right now. Close to VWAP on here. Probably trying to make its way back up to point of control here at 469, 470. Yeah, you go above 460, you're in the clear for sure. But that's what I was looking at, on my other screen here on TradingView. Like I said, for those of y'all just joining, my partner is out. He has some personal stuff to take care of, had an appointment, so it's just me for now. I think he said he's gonna hop back in on stream to, once he's done, to give some commentary and see what he sees in the market. So yeah, I'm flat right now. I'm kind of upset. I took that trade. I was long at 420 in the wrong account. Now I'm just gonna kind of wait and see. See what happens here. Let me check the other time frames and see. Okay, so this is a higher time frame chart. Let me draw some fibs on this one. So on the higher charts, I draw them a little bit differently. I don't go off, because pre-market will be such like a small range. I don't draw them up based off pre-market highs and lows. I usually get the high and the low of the higher time frame. But since we made this 396 low, I'll go ahead and take that there. And if you're looking left, you can see this would have been a resistance zone, and you can see it dipped down, touched this zone, and bounced. So a higher time frame is still in an uptrend. We're still trending up. Yeah, you have your pullbacks, but we are up. Yeah, I mean, at least with micros, you can survive. You can survive the crazy volatility, and then if you know how to size your positions right, you can still make money in micros. I don't knock micros at all. I'm just my personality, I'm just impatient. I'm pretty much like the probably the most terrible person you could to be a trader. Like, I'm impatient. I be making brash decisions, buying the tops, selling the bottoms. Sometimes, not all the time though. We do that sometimes here. You know, out of fear, the FOMO, fear of missing out. Not holding my positions long enough because I don't want to be greedy. But then I'm like, okay, when do I take my profit though? So we're approaching back to point of control, but this is looking like I'm getting a signal for a ceiling here on TradingView. So this could potentially be the top, but I don't think it's the top though. I have a feeling this could run a little bit more. That's just based off the 5 minute. Let me look at the 15 to kind of confirm. Yeah, I think this is going higher. I think this is going higher. Maybe a VWAP bounce, test VWAP, and then run up. Well, I don't know. It's looking like the buyers might be trying to creep out of this based on that indicator. But we just ran up 62 points from the bottom, that last 15-minute candle. 62 points. So congrats if you caught that. Oh, Mad Moxie, that's legit. Making 1,500 trading just micros. Shoot, that's what, 15,000 if you trade minis. That's legit. So, like I said, I don't knock micros. You can, like I said, you can make money. I just don't. I haven't taken the time to get the sizing right. Like, how many contracts should I go in on a micro versus the minis? I kind of figured out my sweet spot for minis. But yeah, that's legit though. Making 1,500 on micros, that's like that's some pro level trading right there. Yeah. Yep. 370 in micros. Yeah, that's legit. That's good. That is that is like legit profit on the micros. Oh man, this is pushing. I knew, man, I should have got in that VWAP. I should have got in on that VWAP bounce. Right here. Right there. Would have been perfect. Let's push this over. 341. It was a pre-market low. $20. Yeah, I might check that. And you're right, it is less stress. Like I said, I'd be having little mini heart attacks every day, especially when I size up in the minis. Let's see here. Look at this. I'll set a limit. I'll set a limit here in case we get a pullback. Just for one contract though. Limit at VWAP. You gonna feel me? Let's see. Looks like.
Order filled.
All right. Hit my limit at VWAP. One contract. Let's see if this keeps pushing. Because we got these wicks that need to be filled up here from that CPI. Let's fill these wicks. Get back up to 500. This is my 1,000 tick chart. So I like the 1,000 tick chart because ticks in general I think are better than time frame charts in my personal opinion. Well, they have their advantages. Time frame charts have their advantages, but ticks shows you the real exchange. So if I take it off the Heiken Ashi and just go regular candles, so each candle is 1,000 ticks or 1,000 transactions from buyers and sellers. So, and then that kind of gives me, the only reason I use Heiken Ashi is because it's a little bit more clearer of the trend. That just helps. It just helps visually to see the trend. But tick charts, they give you, like I said, an accurate depiction of what everybody in the market is doing. Oh no, don't want bars. Where's my Heiken Ashi? There we go. Yeah, so this is why I use 1,000 tick. trade update. We got in long at VWAP. I set my limit at 58. One contract. I usually start off one contract going light. Well, I recently started going back to doing that because I used to go in heavy off rip and I would get blown because of the volatility back and forth. It would eventually go my way, like I'd be right in the direction, but I'd get blown for being so heavy. So I start off light, and if we get a volume push or we get some pump action, then I size in and go heavier. I'll add 5 contracts. Maybe if it's a really good move, I'll add another 5. We'll be in 10, 11 contracts. But that's just my risk tolerance, and that's just how I do it, how I trade. Like I said, it doesn't work for everybody. Definitely not suited for the faint of heart, but that's just my personality. I have that aggressive, I want to go in, get my money, and get out type of personality. But I'm trying to work on holding positions longer with heavier size. That's one of my weaknesses. That's what I'm working on. What's going on, Cameron? Welcome back. Okay, yeah, that's a good strategy. Taking a small position or a starter position in micros and then adding on the minis if it's legit. Yeah, that's a good strategy. 1400 on Apex, down 1000 on Top Step. I mean, it's bittersweet, right? It's bittersweet. Like, that happens to me quite often too. Like, I'll be like, I don't know if you caught the beginning, I traded my Apex accounts, made 3500, made 1200 trading the reaction of CPI, and then the continuation to the downside trading the New York Open. We caught that dump down, and I just decided to end it there. I don't want to push my luck, be greedy, try to go for more. That's how you get clapped. Let's see. Yeah, y'all all have some pretty good, decent strategies, especially with those micros. I'll have to see about implementing that. Okay, here we go, getting that push. Guys, my target, we may see some resistance if we get up to 85-ish, 85, 86, because that was a previous ceiling, if you will. But I can see a push. I can see a push back above 500 to fill. I want to see it fill these wicks, or at least some of the wicks that it made from CPI. My target would be 503 for now. I want to see it get to the 23%. So you got to be careful from the 23%, because that, man, it is like tried and true for support and resistance. So I was looking at my trading view chart. I called out 486-ish for potential resistance. This 23% is sitting at 487. So I'll be cautious. If we break it, I'll probably add heavier size if we break it. But right now I'm just kind of gonna hold and see. Maybe put a trail at the 9 EMA. Just, well, that's too close. That's too close. 460 footprint. Yeah, and that's cool, Kellen. You're using footprints. I tried using it on Ninja Trader, on the Ninja Trader side. It's definitely, the Ninja Trader side is definitely better than the Trade-of-8 side. The Trade-of-8 footprint charts are awful. I wouldn't touch them. I tried it and I was just like, no, it's confusing me. It's throwing me off. But yeah, I did try to get into looking at the footprint. Ninja Trader's footprint charts is a million times better than Trade-of-8's for sure. I think Ninja Trader has the superior product in terms of all the tools and all the things you can do in Ninja Trader is just way superior. But Trade-of-8 is just such a simple platform though. And I think that's why it's so appealing. It's so simple. Buy and sell. Buy the bid, sell the ask, buy market, sell market. You can trade off the chart, which I like. I trade off the charts all the time. You know, one click, you can enter your limits, your stops. Sierra chart. Sierra, I haven't used. I try. So Sierra chart, that's the one that's like old school, right? Like it looks like Windows 95 type stuff, but it's like super legit. I heard it was super legit because I actually looked into when Tradeovate had all their issues. So it's a little side note, sidebar. So I started off a live account with Tradeovate. I didn't have any issues. It was perfect. It was beautiful. We had a beautiful relationship. I didn't have any issues until NinjaTrader bought them out. Once they bought them out and tried to do that merge. Everybody had the issues, and it was just terrible. I stuck through it though. But it was terrible. It's definitely gotten a lot better, a little bit more stable. I haven't experienced any issues since the takeover, but man, it was really terrible. They kind of like shot themselves with that migration. It was just awful. But yeah, I heard Sierra was good. Hard to set up, but I haven't tried. I looked into it, but I haven't fully gone into it though. Quant, I like it. There's some things I do like about Quant Trader, or Quant Tower, but I just was so used to Tradeovate that I just couldn't let it go. I couldn't give it up. So I did use it for one of my top step combines. I used Quant because they took away Tradeovate for a little short period. I tried it. There's some things I like, some things I didn't like. I was just too used to Tradeovate and the simplicity. Like I said, I started trading on a live account. Back to that. I totally skipped out on what I was saying. Like I deposited 2K of my own money, and I kid you not, in 1 month I took that up to, I made 43. I brought that account up to 43K in 1 month on my own personal funded account, from that 2K deposit, which, like, this is back to my story of how I got into futures trading. So I had a good green month. I was killing it. The following month I brought it up to, the highest balance was 58,000, starting at 2K, from a 2K starting balance. 58,000. Then I started going on a losing streak, of course. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling invincible. I made $58,000 in a month and like a week, a month and 2 weeks, something like that. I'm feeling invincible, feeling like I just can't lose. I go on a losing streak, you guys. Everything completely blown account within like 2 weeks, 2-3 week losing streak. Mentally, it messed me up, but I think ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that was good for me to go through, to see like, okay, now you know what it's like to be on the winning side, but now you feel the pain of losing everything. So ultimately, if we're being like, I only lost, and I was taking profits along the way, so I was withdrawing. I did withdraw some of that. I'd probably take like $1,000 a week out of my personal, my live funded account, just to pay myself. But like I said, I grew my account from 2,000 to like 58,000 within a month and 2 weeks or so. And then, like I said, I went on a major losing streak. It messed me up mentally. I wanted to give up. I was like, I went through it all, questioning, is this really for me? Can I do this? But I'm like, and then I thought back, you can do this. You made a person's yearly salary in a month's span time frame. You can do this. You just need to go back to the basics. Build your base hits, as they say, build your confidence back up, and go for it. Like, don't question. Like I said, looking back at it, that was good for me to make all that without experiencing any pain and then lose it all. I think that was a good thing in the long run for me to help me grow as a trader. Let's look at the chat. Yeah, Jack, I'm trying to get build this channel up and get more followers. I just started going live though the end of November. So if you go back to my channel and watch my recap vids, I just started November 27th is when I went live, and I've been trading Apex accounts. I started with 6, I blew 3 of them, and now I got the 3 Apex accounts left, which I just built it up to, I think after today's day, I think it's sitting at $28,000 for each of them. I have currently two XFA accounts with Top Step. Working on building more. I'll probably get more Apex accounts. Right now, I'm just journaling my journey to the payout with Apex. So I've traded Apex for a long time. They're evals, right? They're cheap. They make it, and they entice you to get more if you blow an eval. I'm trying to make it to payout. So if we look at the calendar here, I can request my last Friday was day 10. Today is day 12 for me. I can put in my payout request on the 15th and I'll get paid out on the 29th. So that's what I'm trying to make it to. I'm trying to make it to this first payout with Apex. I've never been paid out with I've had funded accounts with Apex before, but I've always ended up blowing them back in the day. Never been paid out with Apex before. I've been paid out with Top Step. I think I ran Top Step for like 70K. Oh, I was crushing it. That was just a few months ago. I've been paid out with Top Step. I've been paid out with Take Profit Trader, and those are really the firms I was sticking with. I know there's like plenty of prop firms out there. It's like prop firm crazy nowadays, but I've been mainly sticking with those. This Apex stuff is kind of just for my personal, like, all right, I'm making y'all pay me. All that money I put in on evals and evaluations and just everything I put in with Apex, I'm like, y'all owe me. Y'all are gonna pay me. I'm gonna make it to this payout. So yeah, I started going live. November 27th was the first. So about going on 3 weeks now. This is week 3 that I've been live streaming and everything. We're trying to grow this community. Bottoming action on CL, Zach. Yeah, and I do look at CL. I trade CL sometimes. Oh yeah, that would have been real good. You got in along there, CL, because this has just been dumping. But I do look at CL some. That's why I have it here on my TickStrike indicators. Because I do look at CL. I do trade it sometimes. I'm not really feeling this price action right now, chat. Like, it's slowed down a lot. I mean, we had that pump, we had the dump, we had the pump, and I hate that it slowed down. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Spoke too soon, I guess. Do you trade with the tape on any of those? Amp. Okay, we're pushing the 480s. I wonder if I should add heavy size. Let's look at Bookmap real quick. Sorry, chat. This price is kind of moving now. I spoke too soon. Okay, we just hit the 23%. We got an order block. Looks like order block at 81, which is that level. If we push back, I think I'll add heavy there. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting I'm not in Apex, so I don't have access to all my contracts. I keep forgetting that, and I'm not trading 3 accounts. Yeah, we only got access to. Ooh, what was that drop? What was that? I missed that. 80. Yeah, we'll put we'll buy the bid there. Ah, come on, come back. 80. We'll keep it at 80.
Order filled.
All right, size or scaled in. We're in 2 contracts now. I keep forgetting. So Top Step, it has that scaling plan. So you got to take it slow. You got to build your account up. But I think we run to 500, minimum 503 is what I'm looking at here on my trading view chart. But like I said, this area could be resistance. We called this out earlier, this 86, 87 level, and sure enough, it was resistance. Surely enough. My new entry is new average entry 469. Let's see here, 469. Go ahead and plot that on the chart. Keep an eye on that. This current 15-minute candle is up about 18, 19, 20 points. We're pushing though, we're pushing. I'm looking for 500 next potential resistance. Looking at Bookmap. Bookmap is showing, we got some order blocks up ahead here, so one of two things gonna happen. We either get resistance or the bulls blow right through it. Sorry, let's get back to the chat. Go through. So who did I find for futures? So I can give out a couple of shout outs for me personally, who I actually like, kind of, you could say, learn from on you. It's all, for me, it's all YouTube University, right? Because I like I said, I just discovered futures back in 2020, the end of 2020, because I was trading options, probably like everybody else, making stupid money on Netflix calls, Tesla calls, everything. Like I mentioned earlier, after that COVID dump, you couldn't lose buying calls after that. I think that was around March 2020. Yeah, you could not lose buying calls. So what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, I discovered futures probably the end of 2020, beginning 2021, and I never looked back. I'm like, I'm not going back to options. I mean, options are good, don't get me wrong. I'm just not, I didn't put in the time to be great at options, let me put it that way. I put in more screen time so I could learn and trade futures. But there's a few YouTubers that I could shout out that I first discovered when I first got started. I think Trades by Matt. He used to trade different. He trades differently now today than when I first found him. He keeps it lighter size, I think. Yeah, he used to make like 1,200, 2K on stream. So Trades by Matt, he was the first person I saw trading futures on YouTube. Carmine Rosato, I think that's his last name. He's pretty good. He talks about supply and demand. Gives out great info. I'd recommend him if you're learning. You can learn you can learn right on here with us on stream. Sometimes we do degenerate plays, so that is a warning. But like I said, like I always say, don't be like me. Don't trade like me, because it's not the way I trade. The way oh, Sherman, your GPS is in the background.
Proceed to the
But what was I saying? Yeah, the way I trade is probably unconventional for like 90% of people. Like I said, I put on more risk. Sometimes I don't take profit when I should, like right now. But yeah, those are some good YouTubers that I found. And just like I said, just going through the YouTube rabbit hole, finding different future traders. I like to see different people's perspectives, see how they trade, and I kind of incorporate the some of their styles. Yeah, incorporate it, see if I can incorporate it into my own. Yeah, I don't hate on anybody's style of trading. Like, if you use footprints, if you use time frame, you use tick, whatever your style is, if it works for you, go for it. That's what I say. Like, stick to what works for you. Like I said, I've watched a bunch of different people over the I'm gonna add one more. I've watched a different bunch of people over the years. I've been kind of incorporate what I like from each and every one. So if they have something that, okay, they're seeing the order flow. Oh, I got disconnected. All right, we're back. All right, so I added one on that small pullback. We're in 3 contracts now. I'm shooting for 500, 495, 500 chat. Minimum, I wanted to see 503. We break 503, I think we rip. Here we go. We're trying, we're pushing. I called out this level earlier, said 486, 487 could be resistance. Might give us a little bit of trouble, but I think the bulls will come and break this. Let me check bookmap. Bookmap, there's a little bit of heat at 495 area. 95, 90. Okay, it's pushing down the heat. They're moving their orders down. But like I said, we're in an uptrend. I still think we break this. I want to see us retest some of these wicks here. Fill, or have a candle fill some of these wicks. That's what I'm hoping to see. Not saying it'll happen, but I'm hoping to see we get into some of that. 515, 520 maybe. But we have to get out of this zone here. This is nasty area of just consolidation, especially in pre-market. Oh, we got sellers coming in. My entry, break-even entry now is at 471 from scaling up, scaling in. Original entry was at VWAP at 458. We got some sellers, but the buyers looks like they're buying this back up. I think we are confident in holding this. I think we push. The problem with it is how long it's taking. And that's where the patience comes in. Like I mentioned before, I am impatient. Impatient. I'm probably not the best person to be trading. I'll be wanting to get out of the trade, and then when I get out, it rips or dips and does what I want it to do. But it's like that patience, you just have to, because I'm more used to scalping. For me, I would kind of consider myself a scalper. That's how I started out. I've learned to add size to it to help increase, take advantage and increase my P&L. But yeah, I don't know.
To kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, I too prefer to be a scalper, but my greed turns me into a buy and hold type of trade. I want the whole entire move.
Yeah.
So I can't stand 10 points. So much so that I've given up profits. I'll be up 2K, 3K, and if I don't capture the entire move, I for some reason I feel better if it pulls back on me versus just taking the profits. I just feel like I lost, and that's my problem.
Yeah.
I don't like taking profits until it hits my target.
Exactly.
That's where my stubbornness comes from.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, give me my target. I don't care about any of that other stuff. It's like I want to be proven right. Like, I was right. You're gonna hit this target. I was right. And that's probably a terrible way to look at it, but that's just how it is. How many did I blow up before the first PA? Gosh, I can't remember. I was trading Apex accounts, evals, probably since when I first discovered. So when I discovered futures, then that's when I discovered prop firms. And I was like, oh, shoot, I can use somebody else's capital. And Apex was one of the first ones I found. Oh, another shout out for a YouTuber, Canadian Futures Trader. That's the name of his channel, Canadian Futures Trader. He doesn't really do so many trading videos, but he gives out all the info on all the prop firms. He sends out whenever they're doing deals, he's on top of it. So he's the one who I stay up on, who's on top of the deals. He'll say like, okay, Bulanox has a 70% discount, and he'll shoot that. He'll post a video on all the different prop firms that got the discounts going on. Never pay full price for a futures prop firm. always catch the discount. But
Always catch the discount.
yeah,
Always.
yeah. I'm sure they're going to be doing a Christmas discount here in a few days or so as we get closer. So yeah, always catch that discount.
Yeah, the Canadian futures trader, yeah, he was clutch, but Apex changed the game.
Yeah.
Apex made it so that everybody can't even charge, or anyone can't charge full price for their evals anymore. But when everybody was here and there with the discounts, Canadian futures trader was very clutch.
Yeah.
It was very beneficial to keep up with.
Yeah.
But now, since Apex changed the game, a prop firm can't sell a full price eval anymore.
Yeah.
Which is good for us, the consumers.
Yeah.
Especially gamblers. Especially.
Yeah. Yeah. All the competition between the prop firms, they've shortened in the eval days down to like as low as 5 days to pass. Top step 2 days to pass. All that competition between prop firms because they want your business, right? So they want to take advantage of you, get your business, but we need to take advantage of them as well and make it to these payouts, right? That's the end goal, the end all be all goal for these prop firms. Make it to enough payouts, and then maybe they pay you out enough so where you can open up your own live account, right? And kind of trade if you don't already have a live account. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. This is looking like 5 minute is forming a bullish pennant or a bullish flag, bull flag. I don't know if you guys are into the triangle trading, I guess some people call it, the pennants, the flags, the channels. But that's what it's looking like to me, just looking at it here. So I blew up a lot of evals before I made it to my first, I think probably 20 evals, I would say, if I could remember, before I made it to my first PA account. And then when I got my PA account, of course, I would do well, and then eventually that live trailing drawdown will get you if you're not careful. But the thing with Apex is they're transparent. They give you the same rules that they give you in the eval is the same in the funded side, so you're not caught by surprise. I give them that. They're pretty transparent. A lot of other prop firms, they'll have certain rules in the evals, and then when you make it to the funded side, completely different rules that you got to be aware of and pay attention to. The one thing, just off this trade, the one thing I don't like is these wicks forming on these candles on the 15 and getting sold down. Like nothing is holding above.
Well, I'm looking at the chart right now, and I wouldn't long this. I'm not looking at my normal chart. I am looking at trading view, and on the 15 minute, if you look to the left, you can see that big displacement. And usually when you have a big displacement candle, in that big giant candle is unfilled orders. So you're really fighting that candle. So if the bulls can hold it, which I think, I swear that this GPS is very intrusive. I can't turn this sound off, which is tough. But anyway,
it's all good. It's lower now. It was louder at first, but it's lower.
Okay, my bad. Yeah,
no, you're good.
But
put a limit.
Yeah, it's those big displacement candles. There's a lot of unfilled orders in those candles. So before bulls can really take it up higher, those orders have to be filled, and price has to be rebalanced. I do see support at
maybe
around
go back to
that low.
Order filled.
Oh, I'm in low.
That low, wherever that low was, there is support there. So this may be going back down to refill those orders, because we did get a displacement candle up.
Yeah.
And those are unfilled orders in that area as well. So right now, bulls and bears are battling with each other.
Yeah, that was. I was just gonna say that was a 62 point candle to the upside.
There's unfilled orders in that candle, so
yeah.
it's gonna probably replace. I I wish.
69. You
there it
finished
is.
with your appointment, or you still got more?
Yeah, around 452, 449. So basically, 450 and 453 in that area is support. I wouldn't let it go past that, or not too far from that area, because that's where support is. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm done. But I have so many errands to run since I'm already on this side of town. I might as well just get it all done. So
I got
unfortunately
you.
for me, I won't be trading. But like I said earlier this morning, I just had 2 trades that I got wicked out and it fell through. This was in my Top Step X account. My CL trade and my NQ trade both got stopped out at the tick, and it went into my direction. And that right there is a recipe for me going tilt. I almost did go tilt this morning,
Yeah.
but I didn't. And the only thing that saved me from going tilt was these appointments, because I was like, well, I'm not going to trade while also being at these appointments. But I was going to go tilt and trade the CPI as revenge because of those positions being stopped out and going in my direction.
Wow. Well,
I did every
yeah.
bit of it. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't. But yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, chat, this slow, choppy price action. I mean, we had our downside, we had our run up. Obviously, I missed it, dude. I took a good entry at 420. I went long. It was in the practice account. Oh, I was so I was so upset. It was in the practice. It wasn't in my
practice account.
It was because that's how it. That's because it just loaded that way. When I logged into my Top Step, that's the first account it popped up. I forgot to even check to switch it to the XFA. I was long at 420. Wasn't quite the bottom, but that was darn near the bottom. I could have caught all those points back up and scaled into that thing and been super done, super happy. But I mean, I'm in this long right now. This choppy long. I started my position at VWAP, had a VWAP bounce. Looked like we're trying to push back up to 480, 486. I don't know. We'll see what happens right now.
Did any of our levels get hit?
Which ones?
Reactions at them?
Which ones?
I forgot. What happened at like 420, 430, I believe it was? What happened to that area?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's yeah. You were talking. So remember, yeah, I was looking for on that short. I was looking for 423. Oh yeah, it got ran through. Yo, we dropped to 396. That's the low. So that's where it hit. So it did run all our levels. Oh
yeah, because I was going to get in at 383. Remember that? I was like 383, so it never touched it?
Well, no, you said 387. So you said 387, and that was about 9 points away. So no, it never touched down there, that low. The low is 396.
396, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if in that situation, I would have looked for a range. Hold on.
Yeah. All right, we're back in the 480s. Chat, we're back. Just cross. Now I'm looking. So see, remember I told you about this 23% Fibonacci level? How true it is for resistance and support.
23% is actually the truth.
It's
I've seen it. That fib has held off news. That's how good it is.
Yeah. So you see, we tapped into it, rejected, tapped 3 times, tapped into it and rejected. That 23% is the truth. If y'all, I mean, like I said, trade how you want to trade. You already got a good strategy and it's working for you. Do you? But yeah, ever since we started incorporating fib levels, it's like, man, you see the market completely different. These levels be holding true, man. They be holding true.
Yeah.
Approaching my first TP. I've sized in 4 cons. I'm gonna put a tight trail. Minimum we take is 1,000. I'm up 1,000, up 1,200, 1,100. First, okay.
In a different account, right?
This is I finished my Apex accounts with 3,500. Nice, solid trading. Off of the shorts, yeah, short from that CPI, and then I shorted the open. We caught most of that move down, and I got out 3,500. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. So first TP was hit, everybody, for 500. Second TP is at 87. Hopefully we can get a wick above this 23% or a strong push. I mean, obviously I want the strong push, but this 23%, everybody, it's like undefeated. It is the truth. The truth.
It is definitely undefeated. I've seen it play out many times.
Putting in the screen
Play out
time.
many times.
Yep.
Before I even knew what I was doing, I would just place like random limits at that 23%, and it would hit. And they'll probably get like 5 or maybe 10 points against me and go in my direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth.
Yep. Look at it. We just tapped barely above it, and then it's holding resistance, trying to not take my TP. I don't want to move it up further because look at that. It missed my TP by like, what is that, like a tick? 86.50.
You know, in situations like that, what I've found that's helpful is because I know I'm not going to move it by myself. I set up my ATM strategies to, like, if it comes within a tick of my TP, to automatically move the stop up. Just to do it without me, because I'm not going to touch it. I already know I'm not.
Yeah.
That's kind of helped me here and there with that situation, because I am not touching my target.
Yeah.
I want my target where it's at.
Exactly.
And I'll be stubborn.
Yeah. And look at all this on the.
Stubborn.
If we're looking left, all of this to the left. It touched the 23, kind of rejected. We finally broke through. This is pre-market, by the way. And then obviously we run up into news, so that was bound to happen. But yeah, it makes it hard to trade all these accounts because it's like you get in a trade and then you're stuck in the trade. Oh, this slow action. Like, how long have I been in this? Like,
I mean,
36 minutes. Like, that's a long time.
yeah, that's great.
I'm impatient.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I like to get in. This is why I get in, get my money, get out type of thing. But I'm trying to do better holding my positions to catch all them points. We want 50 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum is 50. We want 50 points minimum. Give me my points. I should move this up to.
I mean, and that's
shouldn't I?
the benefit of these firms that doesn't have the trailing drawdown, the intraday trade and drawdown, because that's the first thing that kind of threw me off with Apex before. Apex is more if I'm in a scalping. If I feel like scalping for the day. But I know that kind of, because like last week, I allowed it to go up 8K, but it didn't hit my target and it came all the way back down. And so, I did not like that at all. But, 50 used to be my minimum. Now I try to shoot for like 90. I want 90 points. I want a 90-point move.
90 points, yeah. Might as well go for it.
And then 100. I want to go for like 150, because usually the NASDAQ will usually go at least 150 points in a direction. Obviously, you have your pullbacks and your retracements, but ultimately it will go like 100 and something, 150 points around that. On news days, heavy data weeks, the NASDAQ can move 250 plus.
Yeah.
And that's what I found through a lot of back testing. And on a normal day, it'll move 150 points. On news days, $250 or 250 points plus.
Yep. So I'm looking at Bookmap. We got point of control at 69. We might drop down. I mean, we're sitting at 480 right now. We could drop down there to just below 470 to get a bounce, test and bounce. There's liquidity holding or sitting there at point of control. I could see us. Let's see what happens. I could see us bouncing here. I'll put another limit in, basically right off the EMA. I'm in 3 right now. I took one off. I was in 4. Took one off. Let's see if we tap into that 69 and bounce, or it could go. So it could either tap that, bounce, or it can drop down here, hopefully hold and bounce. Like, look at this pattern. I've seen it's like a diamond pennant. If you're into that, if you're into these type of patterns, it's not necessary. I wouldn't call this a clean looking bull flag. I would call it more like a pennant. But I've seen this play out before to go higher. So I've seen this this structure, this candle pennant structure, set up before. Excuse me, set up before to go higher.
I agree. I agree. This will go higher as well.
How high? Do not know. Obviously,
At least,
I don't
at least
have.
they'll probably respect old highs at least.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mentioned earlier in the chat, I want to see it fill some of this wick, this long wick up that we have from CPI. So shoot, I'll even put I'll put a limit at 520. See if we can. But like I said, we got right now. It's so slow. I am. I just don't know. I hate sitting in this slow action after the initial moves are made. This sitting in a slow, choppy. Oh, I want to go higher. No, let me go back down. I want to go higher. No, let's take it back down. I hate sitting through that. So impatient. I'll be the first to admit I am super impatient. Said it before. I will say it again. I do not like this. This makes me want to cut the trade, but then as soon as I get out, as soon as I cut it, it goes in my direction. It rips, and then I'm like, ah. Oh yeah. Speaking of yesterday, I told you so. I didn't get to say that on the chat. I said it on my recap vid, but I told you so for that position I was in. I was early.
Yeah, he was right.
I was early, but I was right.
That makes you wrong. That makes you wrong.
You
were right.
I was right, but I was wrong. I was too early. So when I say
Actually, you were right.
eventually, when I say wick to be filled, so if you're looking at my screen. Yeah, Matt Moxie, if you watch the recap, I said it, I told you so in the recap video from yesterday. But yeah, I almost forgot for today. Missed all that pump listening to y'all. No, in the moment, y'all were right. I that was the smarter thing to do in the moment. I had my feeling, my strong conviction, but you know, sometimes that can blind you to the truth in the moment. But I felt like that was pumping.
I mean, okay, well, looking at the chart, so since I'm not in a trade, I can look at this more logically.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, it looks like it's trying, or bears are trying to sell at that displacement high.
Mm-hmm.
But price has already taken out all that liquidity. Like, if you look to the left, all those equal lows, everything has gotten taken out, and it pumped back out at a demand zone. So I don't think the bears has what it takes to bring this back down. This is going up. I'm going to say that this can possibly retest that high.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think so.
I don't think this is going down anytime soon.
Yeah, I think so. Probably, especially, I mean, we got the latter half of the session. It could definitely make a run, probably after lunch or sometime. I mean, you don't know when it's gonna happen, but to answer
know that it will happen.
Yeah, to answer your question, is it Tehran? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. When I say wick to be filled, I'm talking about this candle here on that was made off of CPI. So CPI was released at 7:30 Central. Price ran up to 548 before dropping and made this huge long wick to the upside. So I want to see some price action, some candles get to this level, somewhere within this range here. Let me draw. Hold on. Let me draw a like a rectangle. So I want to see some candles get to the upside in this area, to this range. I mean, obviously, you know, for a breakthrough further, that's probably, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything's possible, but I just want to see some candles make it up to this level to kind of fill some of this wick, this huge wick that was made based off of that. And again, I probably should have got out I should have got out up here. This 23%, I'm telling you, resistance or support if it's on the opposite side. It is holding. Look, so we went in 1, 2, 3. If you want to count this, 4, 5, 6. If you count in this 6 times, if you're not counting that, since it didn't technically touch it, 5 times, and it rejected off of this 23%. And then at the 486, 87 level that I was talking about earlier, I said we could see some trouble there, some struggle to get through there. Do I think we can get through it? I think so. On the 5 minute though, it's looking bearish. Looks like we're about to drop. 15 minute, it looks like we have potentially could go a little bit more run up. But I want to see. I want to see us break this. Obviously, I moved my second TP up to 490.
Order filled.
All right, so it dropped, filled me at the EMA or the previous EMA. So I'm back in for. This could be the run up, maybe. Let's see. Let me check the calendar. Yeah. Oh, we got that 10 a.m. algo, right? Yeah, that might be coming up here in 10 minutes, so. Oh, okay. So why do I believe that'll happen? Think about wicks where buyers were able to lift the bid, but the sellers were sitting there waiting to absorb those orders and push back down. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like, yeah. Yeah, I just want to see buyers get it back to that level. Like, I mean, I don't really have a solid explanation as to why. That's just because I guess experience. I've seen it happen in the past many times. So that's my reasoning, my theory of why I want to see it get back up to those levels. Just screen time experience. And like I said, you put in the screen time, you'll start seeing things and seeing patterns. And like I said, the market pretty much repeats itself. It does, man. Now it does change. Structure does change, and you have to like change with it and adapt. But for the most part, market repeats itself, man. You can see the patterns. You trade long enough, you can see the patterns start to form and start to happen. So. Yeah, I'm back in 4 cons. My new break even is 472. Not the best. I started at 458. That was the better. But I scaled in, scaled up, scaled in my position, scaled my winner. Like I said, 15 minute looks like we could potentially still see a run up. Hopefully get that run up to 500 before any major drop. Yeah, buyers pushed through. The sellers, like you said, like Kellen said, the sellers were sitting there waiting to, just waiting with sell orders and drop that back down. Excuse me. How many points was that? Let me see. Let me look and see how many points that was on the 5 minute. So if we're looking, get my measure, my ruler. Measure that move. 510 all the way up to, that was a 37 point wick. Yeah, so 38 point wick. Yeah, so I just want to see some of that get filled. Yeah, thin structure. Yeah. $547 to $396, but you have selected upper point to be 508. Oh, so 508. Wait, hold on, let me see my chart. So my top, so for my fib levels, I drew, so you're talking about, you drew your fibs basically from the New York high, or no, that was pre-market, So I drew my fib levels from before the news release. Obviously, I drew it before the news release. But I drew my fib levels at the current pre-market high. This was before the news release, before we got that major pump. So 498 was the pre-market high before the news release. So I drew my levels there, and I drew it at the bottom at the time, which was 441. That was the bottom. And I like to leave my pre-market fib levels in place for the New York session, because as you can see, they've been playing out. The levels tend to play out. So I draw just before the open, right? I draw my fib levels at the pre-market high and pre-market low, and I extend them into the New York session. So I haven't changed these levels, even though we made new highs here. I haven't touched and changed the levels, because now that's on the smaller time frame. I go on a higher time frame here, and I do draw the levels from the latest high to the latest low, if that makes any sense. Just so I can see levels on a higher scale time frame. So I keep it, because I trade off the 5 minute and the 1,000 tick, and look at that again. It missed me by 1 tick. It looks like. Yep, 1 tick. It missed my fill by 1 tick. That's insane. But whatever. We're about to get hit. First TP or second TP. Order fill. All right, order fill. We filled on that one. So that's the way I do it. I draw my fibs when I come in pre-market high, pre-market low, which was 441 at the time. That's the 100%. 100% move if it goes back down. Oops. And then like I said, I extend it into the New York session, because the levels still hold out. The levels are still valid into the New York session, so I always extend it further out. And then, like I said, I take it to the higher time frame charts, and then I do draw from the current high to like current low. In this instance, the 396. So if that makes any sense, it may be confusing, but the levels on the smaller time frame, when you do pre-market and extend into New York, they play out. The levels still play out. So we got our first we're trying to break out above this 486 level. It's still, I thought that was going to be the run. I mean, it might be 5 minute looking like we switched back to bullish. It was looking bearish for a second on the previous candle. Now we're back bullish. 15 minutes still the same, looking like we have potential to run up. I am looking for 500, but am I gonna get it? I don't know. But I'm took profit on the other contract. I should just cut this though. Honestly, I'm sick of this trade. I really want to cut it with this slow price action, because I still have other accounts that I haven't even touched to trade. So I like getting in. Like I said, get in, make your money, get out, because I'm trading different accounts from different prop firms and different and it's not like if I could trade them all in one. And I heard you can do that with Quantower. You can link all your different accounts and trade them, copy trade them all. That would be, someone needs to come input that for Tradeovate. That would be dope. Trade all the freaking, I mean, that's just me. Some people trade them individually, and that's probably smarter. Give yourself more chance to, but I like taking advantage of the potentially making money across multiple accounts. And that's why I copy trade. I'm gonna go ahead and put a trail here. We finally got that push up, broke through the 86, 87 level. Put a trail, we'll leave the trail here, see if we hit next TP, third TP.
Yeah, that push up was the truth. I mean, I kind of figured this was not going down with that big of a push up, all that liquidity that got hit. We're gonna retest those highs. I mean, there's nowhere else for price to go except to retest those highs.
Third TP was hit.
Stop fill.
My trail just got hit. So now I'm in a runner. My average entry is 469. I'm going to put another trail at 488 and see whatever hits whatever hits first, and I'll be done. Might take this 503 off. Yeah, take that 503 off. We got our trail in place. Let's see if we hit 520. That would be my ultimate TP. Let's see what happens. Either 520 or hit my trail. But this, now we got some action. Now, you know, it gets, just waiting through all of that. I hate that. I just absolutely hate it. It just drives me insane because I'm so impatient as a trader and as a person. Not as a person, but as a trader, I am super impatient. Man. Yeah, Quan Tower, I heard that you can... Oh, you blew two... That's terrible. You blew two accounts because the issues. Yeah, if it was smooth and yeah, because I saw a video where somebody was like, yeah, trade different broker, or not different brokers, but different prop firms. You could trade different prop firms with
Yeah, I don't.
multiple prop firms with Quan Tower. But yeah, if it's not a smooth process, then yeah, I don't want to risk funded accounts. I'll do it on some evals, sure, but I don't want to risk any funded accounts trying to copy trade across. I'll just trade them separately, even though that drives me nuts. Yeah. $75 points, Kellen. See, that's what we do. That's what we do. Wait, Kellen, were you the one? Did you caught that long at 425? Was that you that held that? You held that long from 425? Because I can't remember. Somebody mentioned in chat that they were long from 425. I was long at 420. In the wrong... Oh, nice, Kellen, nice. I was long from 420, but in the freaking practice account, because when I logged in, that was the first one that popped up. I didn't switch it. So that kind of ticked me off. So I waited for the pullback. I hopped in long at VWAP, which was first 458. That was my first long entry. And then I kind of just scaled in. I sat through this boring chop action, which really drives me nuts. I probably have to just walk away. I scaled in as much as like 4 contracts at a time. Waited for it to break 487. Remember earlier in stream I called it 486, 487 could give us issues, and that lined up with the fib level. So it was a lot of confirmation that just helped. I was hoping something like this would happen though. I was hoping that this wouldn't get a super rejection and dump down through this, and it turned out, it played out. We finally broke through. Like I said, this pattern here, this pennant pattern, if you were to draw lines into a pennant, this, what I've seen in the past, always is bullish to continue higher. How much higher, I don't know, but yeah, this is because this is just consolidating, collecting orders, collecting liquidity, and then for the final push up. Like I said, I got a trailing stop here. It's trailing price as it goes higher. I got my ultimate target here at 520. Probably might not hit it. Might have some resistance here at 510. We'll see. Let me check Bookmap. Kellen, that is solid trading. Like I said, I was in there with you, just in the wrong freaking account. And I know I would have sized up. Heavy. Being that low of an entry, and we get this huge push and push through this golden zone and hold it, yeah, I would have sized up. I probably would have sized up at VWAP here and then just held that. But yeah, what can you say? We're currently up 2,300 in this Top Step account, in the correct account, the XFA. Now we're just waiting. whatever, like I said, whatever happens, happens. I'm not touching anything. I'm not going to change anything. I got my trail. The odds are more than likely it'll hit my stop before it runs up to my, if it runs up to the target, it'll probably stop me out first. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with taking profits in this area. So that works for me. But let's see, we're kind of approaching the top of this last candle here. Let's see if we fill some of that wick like I mentioned earlier, or if we get a rejection. 15 minutes looking solid. Yeah, and I'm just watch the trade now. Yep, just monitor it, just watch it, and see what happens. Test the theory, see what happens. We got bullish, bulls are coming in, they're buying. You could see on this, you can visually see, you can hear the order flow, you can visually see the order flow. Plus 15 is the highest that it goes, 15. Same on the negative side, negative 15 is the high or lowest it goes. They're buying, people are buying, they are buying heavy right now. I wonder what SPY is doing. SPY is up. You know, if you trade options, SPY is up. Those calls, oh, so I don't know if we spoke about this on stream, but me, Sherman, ooh,
Stop.
woo, oh, 10, oh, I forgot,
Where's
10
it at?
o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Where's it at? Hold
So
on, where's SPY at?
SPY is at 462. Remember those calls you mentioned?
Yeah.
They,
462 calls.
the big money, they knew.
That's why I was bullish for the CPI. They have naked. They sold naked puts, and when you sell puts, that means that it's bullish. So they sold puts at 475, and those don't expire until I believe next year, January 15th, 2024. So
Wow.
yeah, obviously, when Pump It Powell pumps the market, I'm pretty sure those puts will be in the money.
Yeah.
Those will be in the money.
Pump It Powell. We got Pump It Powell tomorrow. Like I said, guys, I'm going to trade I'll be in my regular time. Look at that. See, I'm a little upset about that. We had a huge movement just now at 10:05. Like, it wicked down, stopped me out, and then pumped back up. Yeah, so it just grabbed liquidity down there, did a little stop run, and then we have buyers ready to buy back up and pump it back. And now we just hit the top of this CPI candle on the 5-minute, and we tapped into there and kind of rejected. So, but I had my trail on. Overall good trading. Obviously, I wanted to make more, but I'm not gonna be greedy. We walked away with 2,300 in this account. Solid. We're up 4K overall, so that's good. I can't complain about that.
Man, that's good, dude. That's
Yeah.
that's
See?
people's salary.
Yeah.
If people make that in what 2-3 months, and we gotta, like, even though trading can be seen as a game, we gotta bring ourselves back to reality when we say only 4K, dude. Like, it takes people 3 months to make that. You
Yeah.
make that in a trading session.
Yeah. Some people make that 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, but you just made that in. Yeah, in reality, if you take it back to realistic life terms, like, we just made all that. We made a 2-week paycheck for some people in 38 minutes. Like, you can't be mad at that. Like, yeah, I'm a little ticked off that it as a trader, I'm ticked off that it dropped down, stopped me out, and then went higher. That was like, what, 10 points? Yeah, it was like 10 points higher. So I missed out on 10 points. But overall, good trading day, solid trading. I didn't necessarily buy the tops and sell the bottoms today. Hefe, if you're still in here. I waited for pullbacks because I could have got in long up here, but that would have been a worse entry. I waited for it to pull back to VWAP. That was my first trade. 458. Scaled in all of this. It formed this pennant, as some people like to call it, bull flag if you want to call it that. And then we finally got the run up that I was looking for, that I was hoping for. We made it to 500, crossed into 500. It rejected that first area at the previous top of the body of this candle. It tapped in and rejected. I'm still hopeful that it. I still think it's gonna fill some of this before we get a major drop, or maybe we get that major drop here.
I don't think we get a major drop. I don't
Maybe.
think we're getting a major drop until we test some of them highs.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I mean, nobody knows. Like I said, I
the
do.
charts, no, you gotta look at the charts, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that we gotta stop doing, man. We gotta stop going against that chart because
Yeah.
we're bears. So of course,
Yeah.
like we want it to drop.
Yeah, we are bears at heart, for real. Chat, if y'all watching, we are. So me getting in these longs, that's just me going with the trend, going with the flow. I didn't want to hop in this. Like, I could have hopped in once I switched over to XFA. I could have hopped in over here, but I was like, well, this could be at the time, I'm like, this could be a little pullback, because then we had this candle here that kind of dumped. I'm like, this could be just a retracement and then to go lower, but obviously we didn't. It was the real deal. So we get this pump. I could have added in here, but I was like, no, let's wait for the pullback. I got in, excuse me, hopped in my first one contract, didn't go heavy like I normally do. One contract at VWAP, then I kind of scaled into it, scaled up. This 23% was playing with me mentally and emotionally, so I got out. I hit my first trailing stop. I got out right there, and we finally get a break, and that's when I start taking position off, essentially. My original target, I wanted to see at least hit 520. We could still get there, not saying we can't, but I'm done for this account. Yeah, I'm done in this. We made our money today for this. Good trading. Hit that exit and cancel all, just in case any hanging orders. Let me take a look at CL. I know somebody was mentioning CL. It's
Dropping.
CL is dump city. Yeah, we're at the lows on CL. Man, if you get in,
dude.
yeah, if you get in pre-market on CL, like,
CL pre-market is actually, if you're going to trade something pre-market, it would be CL.
it would be
It'll
CL.
definitely be CL.
Because CL sets you up. It sets the trend pre-market for usually what's going to happen during the day. So if you would have got in short on CL here up at, not even at the highs. I'm not even talking about the highs. Forget the highs right now. But if you would have got in, this is the old contract for CL. I got to get the new one. What's the new?
It's January.
Anybody? Okay. But what's the symbol for that? CL.
I don't know.
G. I guess it's G. CLG. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't remind me about this morning, man. I saw that shit. I saw it. I was like, man, this is a short. Like,
Yeah.
prices made that little short pattern. There's nowhere for price to go up higher, and the only thing you can do is go down lower. There's no support. And I was like, man, and I was being modest. I was trying to get out at 70.23, and obviously it dumped into the 69. So when I saw that this morning, I was like, before I left for my appointment,
yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
Back again
my
into the
God.
60s, back again. Like, that's
yeah.
CL. Yeah, if you're gonna trade anything pre-market, CL sets itself
Yeah.
up pre-market to know what you're gonna do. Usually for the New York session. That's so many points. And then if you go in like 10 cons, yeah, you're making 10K off of that drop.
But you're like, dude, like, just think about, like, just it took all day.
It did take all.
You're going in 10 contracts on CL and going to sleep that night.
Yeah, I'm staying up. Hey, I'm staying up watching that position. I stood up and watched the position for a one contract long on NQ. Pre-market play. I hopped in at 11:30 at night. I was up. I didn't go to sleep until like after I set the trail. It was like 5 o'clock. I was up for like all those like 6 hours sitting in there just watching. I mean, I wasn't actively watching it. I was passively watching it. Like I said, I went to the gym. I set the position, went to the gym. I was checking it on TradingView on my phone just to see where it was at.
Yeah. That's why I have that pre-market rule. I like going to sleep, so even though I see these positions, it has to be a damn good position. I know I'm not
Yeah. So
I know I'm
like,
gonna wake up at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna have a nightmare that my stop loss got hit. I'm gonna wake up and run to my laptop.
mm-hmm.
I speed in.
Them nightmares are real. They do happen.
Yeah, these like them stop loss nightmares are real. I'm sitting there thinking that I hit my stop loss, and I'm down $10,000 for the one contract.
I'm locked.
And then trying to go back to sleep, but your adrenaline is already pumping, so you're not going back to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I closed out of that one. Oh yeah. You want to see the fibs? Yeah, you could take a screenshot, man. No worry. It should still populate on. This chart.
The fibs. I mean, they update. I mean,
yeah.
If you just tell them how to do it, so because if you take a screenshot, you're just gonna.
Yeah. So it's
they update.
Yeah.
Like, once price displaces, those fib levels are no longer valid.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, fib levels. Yeah. So yeah, they do update as far as each session is going to be different. So like I said, I keep the same pre-market high and low fib settings on my 5-minute time frame and on my 1,000 tick chart. The setting, not the levels. The setting. Let me see. So this is just basically. Let's move this out of the way. This is. So it's a drawing tool. Zach, do you use Trade-Evade? Because this is my. I don't use this retracement, this default one that comes with Trade-Evade. This is a community. This is a community indicator. Let me see. Oops. Let me take that off. Remove all drawings. I don't want to do that. We'll put this. We'll put this back here. I didn't mean to do that one. We'll put that back there. But yeah, let me see the settings. This is a community indicator. This, if you go in and search golden fib. So let me show you. Go to indicators here. Click on that. And then hit the search button, or explore community indicators. Click on that rather. You want to search here, type in golden fib, and it should bring it. So it's the Sethmo golden Fibonacci retracement tool, and I don't change any settings. I just use it as is. You come down here, you hit install. Obviously I already have it installed. You'll hit install and then it'll download, and then it'll be in your drawing tools section. Yeah, the Sethmo golden Fibonacci retracement tool. Like I said, I don't change any of the settings on it. I use it as is, and it is a beast. I like it.
Yep. Yep. Y'all guys got some free game. Free game.
I want to see
free game.
How to get the settings on it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You found it. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, these fib levels, I mean, if they're in the right position, they are the truth. I can't even look at a chart without understanding the fibs, because, I mean, what makes fibs very important, you don't want to blindly get in that fib, because, I mean, technically every price point is technically a fib level. What you're looking for when you make your retracements and you're setting your fibs up is the retracements itself. How much of a pullback did this pullback make? And usually these prices pull back at the 50, the 618, and the 23.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, they're not going to always work, obviously.
Yeah.
But you just have to be very mindful about what positions you're getting into and what's highly likely to work out if you get into this position.
Yeah.
Usually, if you get at the 23.6, that's usually a good place. Usually.
Yeah, it's all situational. You got to look at your situation. So it's all situational, right? Obviously, because every move is this stuff is different, but yeah, you can definitely use these tools to your advantage.
Yeah, because the banks are. These algorithms are. You might as well. I mean, they're the ones that move the market. So
Yeah.
how to trade against them with your one contract against $50 billion of money with your one contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's like the first thing we had to learn was why are you trying to short a bullish trend? You know how much money is in that bullish trend?
Yep.
Like, if you really think about, like, if you just get out of your ego, because I mean, everybody is egotistical when trading. I mean, we get stubborn. We want to be right. We want the market to do what we think it should do, but that's not the reality, obviously. The reality is that there's market makers, and every move there's billions of dollars, and once billions of dollars is trapped at a location, it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Just imagine, you lost your boss billions of dollars. You think you're gonna still have your job?
Probably not.
You're not gonna have your job, even if you're running a company and you lost billions of dollars. Will you still have that company? No. So when you short a bullish trend, that's the same thing as if you're right, someone has lost a lot of money so you can hit your target. You got to think about it like that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. No, I was just gonna chime in and say, yeah. Obviously, trading, for every winner there has to be a loser. So, if for every trade you win, there's somebody that's losing on the other side. So, you gotta think about it like, if you think about it like that, it's like almost like a competition. You want to go, and that's what makes it kind of difficult for our type of personalities. You want to go and follow what everybody else is doing, the majority. If you follow the majority, which is usually the trend, you'll make money. But for us, that's kind of hard.
Type A personalities, the type A personalities.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Brandon about this the other day. I was like, the market is really rigged against our psychology, because if you really think about it, the only people that are successful or usually successful in our society are the type A personalities. And those are very aggressive, assertive, I want it my way type of personalities. And if you can hear it, me and Brandon that's our personality. The crazy thing is, to be very successful in this market, you have to have a type B personality, who's very submissive, following the crowd, following the trend, being patient, and being okay with losing. And that is just unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Like when I talk about it, I get angry, assertive, and I want to revenge. Like losing, no.
Yeah.
But you're not going to usually find that type of personality in the market, that type B personality. So this market is rigged to always make money, because you're not going to have that type B personality making or having enough money to lose it in the market. There's always going to be that type A personality. And so, I mean, one day you'll get lucky. You'll get lucky if you want to be assertive with the market. Maybe one time, like I remember one position I was in at SPY, like I was heavy and I was just fighting against a trend. I just wanted it to work. That one time it worked. For some reason, I guess like this was in the midst, I guess the early stages of the move forward. 50 or like a 5-point wick down, and it was bought right back up, and I was able to get out of my short position. But you know what I did after that? I shorted the market again, thinking that it was going to happen a second time, and I lost all that money. So the market gods gave me a chance. The one time it did work and it wicked back up, I said it's going to do it again. I wanted to do it again, and I lost all that money. I lost it. Yeah, gambling with SPY. Those were the days, man.
I know you're not in front of your charts right now, but as you were just talking, we just got that pump right back up into 510. We made it as high as high as 517.
Like, there's nowhere for a price to go except up. We called that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it made it up to 517 for the most recent high.
Where was your original target at?
520. So I'd have been 3 points off. But I think it's.
Yeah, you wouldn't have taken that. You wouldn't have taken it.
I wouldn't have taken that 517. Give me my target. That's the type A personality. I'm stubborn. I'm impatient. The worst kind of person to be trading. But I found, like I said, what works for me. I found my edge. But I'm working on these things, on these weaknesses, but it's hard.
They're not weaknesses.
It's hard.
It's just the market uses your strength against you. That's all it is. It's not a weakness. It's your strength being used against you.
Yeah, I mean it's technically a weakness in the market. Yeah.
Yeah, in the market, yeah.
Yeah.
The weakness is your strength.
Yeah. Yep. Cameron asked, "Do we both trade full time?" Technically, no. Technically, no. For me, I work as I'm a contractor, and right now I'm off. So, and I usually work overseas, but I still trade out there overseas. Like I find a way. If there's a will, there's a way. I take my mobile setup with me, and I will find a way to get some trading in. The internet's not the best overseas, which kind of scares me because you need decent internet connection to handle this volatility. But yeah, I do work. I am employed, but like I said, right now I'm off. So I've just, like I said, I just started live streaming. This is a new experience, new learning experience, for both of us actually. I don't know if you wanna chime in on trading full time.
No. I mean, no. With my aggressive personality, like I think I've shared the story. When I first started trading with Apex, my personality, I blew $1,800 like in 3 days, or not in 3 days, in 3 minutes, 3 hours. Yeah, it was quick. No. This would be something that, if for this to be full time, I would have to dial back on. I would basically have to reinvent myself and be a new person in the market, which I don't even know how to do that. I wouldn't know how to be more patient. No.
Yeah.
And I need my I need, because I'm too impatient. Like.
Mm-hmm. I plan on taking this full time eventually, in the future. I do plan on taking this full time. Just not right now.
Just not right now. It's not right now.
It's not the right time.
So,
for me.
So I guess if we're defining full time, meaning this is the only thing that we do.
Right, yeah.
I wouldn't have trading the only thing that I do, and the danger is the markets are closed on the weekend. If this is what you're doing full time, those weekends drag forever. I'm not a full time trader, and those weekends suck. They suck.
That's just your.
So I can only imagine someone that does this full time. How the weekends feel.
That's your
crypto and forex, I guess.
That's your gambling side talking though. Before when I first started trading, I used to hate the weekends. I couldn't wait for Monday. I was like, yo, what is taking us so long? Like, well, Sunday, but I didn't touch Sunday, pre-market Sunday, because, it's low volume. It's just weak. It sets it up. But now, I'm like, man, give me the weekend. I need a break from these charts. Like, I'd be having headaches and stuff. I'd be like, man, it's mentally stressful. Because you're like, somebody compared it to you being an athlete. I mean, you're
being an athlete.
Yeah, you're a solo athlete, but on the mental side, the mental aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah.
Kind of like esports. It's like esports, really.
Yeah. Yep. I like the weekends too. I look forward to weekends now. Give me a break from all this craziness. But I do enjoy the volatility of NQ. I enjoy picking and entering my positions at a certain spot and seeing if my analysis is correct. Like, that's really the thing for me. So this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the mental side, like, because in order to have a green week, you have to be right more than you're wrong, and I can understand that is mentally taxing.
Nice
you have
short.
to be right.
Nice short, Kellen. Just chime in real quick. Kellen got filled short at 514. Caught 20 points. Nice. How many
Congratulations.
contracts were you in? Did you say want to add a couple more? He said he wanted to add a couple more at 520, but I don't know if we. I mean, we might get back up there. It's still in an uptrend on the 5-minute. We're still
I
uptrending.
wouldn't short enough trend. I would not short enough.
Yeah, I want to see
But
breakers.
congratulations on your short though.
Yeah,
Unless that break of structure happens, yeah.
Yep. I was just about to say that we got to see break of structure in order to go short, but this is still on an uptrend. Nice. 1 out of 2. Oh, okay. Nice. 10 micros. We were talking about micros earlier.
Micro.
Yeah. We were talking about that and how some of the chat they use that as a strategy. And I was saying, yeah, there's nothing wrong with micros. It's actually better, especially if you're learning. If you're just getting into trading NQ, micros is probably the way to go. And you can learn how the market moves, you get the same volatility, just obviously not the same P&L, but you could always size.
Yeah, the same P&L.
You could always size.
Yeah.
You can you can mentally prepare yourself by adding size in the micros to kind of mentally prepare yourself if you ever decide to step into the minis. So yeah, no knock on micros at all for me.
No. Honestly, with micros, I find myself being more successful because I'm not scared of the loss.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of the loss of micros.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to eating $1,000 is a stop loss for me. I'm used to that. So with micros, that's like $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. I mean, honestly, I should go back to micros. I was more successful with micros. But the only thing that I absolutely hate about micros and the way that these prop firms got micros set up is that they cost just as much as a mini with commissions and the price action on NASDAQ on the micro side. It's horrible. The price action sucks.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's a little different on that side. It's a little bit
different. It is not the same.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just like I said. I was more successful. I wasn't afraid of that loss. I would take like the levels that we would talk about. I would take those. I mean, if I hit a loss, I hit a loss. I mean, I still had the account.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah.
With these minis, it's like, dude, it's man, you lose $1,000, it's tilt mode.
Yeah.
Tilt.
Yep. I'm gonna hop in a quick short here if I get filled. If it don't run away from me, don't run away. I'm thinking this could be the break of structure that I'm looking for, but let's see.
Well, if it breaks structure, you know that it's gonna come back. So
Yeah. It's nothing. I'm not looking for no heavy short. Maybe drop back down here to the previous resistance, turn support, 85, 86 area. Let's see. Let's just see what happens, and if I can, maybe I'll go a little bit heavier here if it comes back. Feel that there. 99.
yeah, because I mean the more optimal trade for those that's listening, when you see that break of structure, there's always going to be a pullback. You should never feel FOMO on a break of structure, never, because it will always come back. That's the price action cycle. It's a breakout, pullback to refill those orders, and then you'll get that breakdown.
Order filled.
Once it rebalances itself, you'll get that breakdown. I promise you. If you look back at the charts, you'll see it happen time and time again. It's just that you probably have to wait for it, and that just kills impatient people.
Patience. Patience pays. It pays to be patient.
It definitely does. It definitely pays to be patient. I am finding myself kind of dialing down my aggressiveness in terms of having my target hit. Like just like how Brandon was explaining earlier, I did start out as a scalper as well, but I wanted those full moves. But those full moves required me to be in a position for like 20, 30 minutes or something like that. And I had to kind of adjust to that. But 20 and 30 minutes, that's kind of still too much for me. But if I kind of want to go for the bigger targets, like the range from supply to demand and vice versa. Those usually take an hour to play out, and I want to get to the point to where I'm sitting in a position for an hour, getting those 100-point, 200-point moves, because I did take I think I forgot which day it was, but I caught 181 points
Order filled.
going from pre-market until New York Open. The only thing that kind of made me mad was that I understand how this is going to sound, but I had 6 contracts and I only made 21K. And I guess what that did to my mind was like, wow, in order to have a 21K or greater day, I had to have multiple contracts. And on top of having multiple contracts, I need to have at least 181 point days. And that kind of, I don't know, that kind of opened the door in my mind. I'm kind of still kind of deciphering what that means. But now I know it's like, man, I got to require a lot of work to have 21K days consistently, 181 points consistently. Does the market even move that much consistently? No, it doesn't.
Maybe in both directions. Maybe
In both directions, yeah. But
Yeah.
not straight up. It was
Yeah.
a straight long. Like once it hit that demand zone,
yeah.
I got it long at open, and I rode it all the way up 181 points, and it was only 21K. So, another thing, a part of my personality is consistency. I want this to be like if I'm gonna do something, I want it to be something that I can recreate every day. 181 points. That will have to require me to hold and be patient, and so that means I have to learn how to be more patient.
Just to chime in on my position, probably not the best. Well, definitely not the best position to be in right now to go short. Like I said, it hasn't fully broken structure yet. And
Dude, I might even look at the charts, and I know I probably won't even go short. Has the highs been retested?
no, not the CPI high.
Dude,
We went as high as 517. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't the best. The better, I mean, and I'm not looking for nothing heavy, something huge. I was just looking for that 87, 85 range. So that's like what, 10 points, 8 points.
I don't know. I mean, you got equal lows at I don't know. I mean, price would have to break below 90 for you to get that 70. And if you look on the chart, there's support at 90. It would have to break 90 to get to 73, which is out.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm
I'm gonna see how it plays out. Definitely not the best short position.
I would go short at 530, and the reason why I would go short at 530 is because if you look to the left, that has been old established high, and a pattern that I usually see with NQ at least is once we have news, it overshoots old highs like 20 to 30 points, usually 20, sometimes 30.
Yeah.
And then it'll come back into that range, and then it'll sell off.
Yeah.
If price gets back up to 530, that's when I'm expecting to be selling. If price hasn't got to 530, I'm not selling. I'm gonna look for long. That's just me personally.
Yeah, I should have been more patient. See, that's why the impatience part. I should have been more patient with it if I was looking to short. Kind of got anxious on this 5-minute candle here. This was an 18-point drop. Second time tapping into the CPI. We'll call this the CPI candle, the wick. And then you're shorting an uptrend at the same time. Not the best decision for a short. I'm also watching my 15-minute chart. It's
Cops out here.
I don't know.
There's little cops out here today.
It's
Must be. Yeah, I mean, just protect yourself. I mean, if this is a quick scalp, I wouldn't expect too much out of it. I wouldn't personally.
Yeah.
Like I said, especially with it being so close to that 530 high, where all that money's sitting at, 'cause you got to remember, like, man, if you're going to take scalps, if you're going to gamble, just gamble in areas where it just makes sense to gamble.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like nobody's not gonna give up this this uptrend. No one's not gonna really give it up.
Yeah, I wasn't like I said, I wasn't expecting no huge drop. Maybe, I mean, you know, whatever can happen, but I was expecting maybe a 10-point drop and then bounce, like hit the 21 EMA. It's the 21 EMA here, the purple line. Hit that, maybe get a bounce. We haven't broken the 9 EMA since like down here. Well, actually, it broke right here, but it got bought right back up. But I want to see this hit the 21 and then go back up, if that makes any sense. Or hit the 21, go maybe a little bit further, give me some more profit, and then go back up. Let's see.
Well, I guess the question to ask yourself is that with the structure, does the structure suggest that would happen?
Structure says we are still in an uptrend on the 5-minute. Looking at the 15, we, like you said, we have to break like 90. We have to break this. So this 85, 87 area was resistance. Probably going to be turned into support, I would imagine. So we'd have to break this where my first TP is. We'd have to break that 485 level really to see some more downside. But right now, looking at it, I'm like, I doubt that'll happen. Still in an uptrend, like I said. How much longer? I don't know. Will the bulls get exhausted? I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at Bookmap. We got liquidity.
I gotta ask you this.
What's
Why
up?
are you trying to go short instead of trying to find long opportunity? Why?
I know. I just thought, like I said, that the 5-minute candle to the downside was 18. We tapped back into that 510, 513 area and dropped 18 points. I was like, okay, maybe. Obviously, I got in. If I was gonna get a quick short scalp, I got in too late at the bottom of the candle here. But I'm like, well, that 18-point candle dropped down. I was like, well, maybe that's the little pre-sign that we're gonna break this 490, maybe touch. I was thinking, we touch into this 487, 485 area, and then bounce back up. But we'll see. I mean, it could still happen because it's kind of just bouncing back and forth. Kind of chop city right now, sitting where we're at. But my short is at 495. By the way, that's my entry. 495. I'm down.
495. Wow.
I'm down. Yeah,
you got balls. I always say you got some balls.
Yeah, it was at the bottom. It was at the bottom of this uptrend. The bottom of that 18 points because I thought we were going to break structure. Next candle went down a little bit but got bought back up.
Yeah.
But Bookmap,
and then that's the thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to say Bookmap showing me like we want to get down to that 87 area. So let's just see how it plays out.
I mean, hopefully it does. I mean, nobody wants to see you lose.
I'm sure there's some people out there want to see me lose. I'm sure.
Wow. Oh wow. But yeah, so
but let's see how it plays out. Because these candles with the wicks back and forth, to me, that's saying the bulls are losing strength. To me, that's just showing a loss in strength. Now, it can pump or dump either way. Bookmap. Bookmap is another platform that shows order flow. It is a software. The name of the software is Bookmap. It shows order flow. And you get to see the levels. Yeah, it's an order flow tool that you can see the different. You can see all the
like
orders.
A visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a visual version of the tape.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep. I'll show it on screen here in a few. So I don't have the software personally, but let me shout him out so y'all can go follow the page.
Think with Bookmap.
Yeah, the YouTube channel is called Think with Bookmap.
Yeah. It's very clutch. He streams 24 hours a day, which takes a lot of compute power. So he has probably like a mega setup be able to
Yeah,
do that.
it takes a lot of on his part. He's really the GOAT for doing that because he doesn't have to do that. Oh yeah, Trash Trader is usually featured on his Think with Bookmap. Usually calls out, shouts out his channel, his stream. But yeah, Think with Bookmap. He really does not have to do that. I go on his channel every day on all his streams, and I hit the like button to support him because he really does not have to be doing that. He streams literally 24/7, and that's clutch for people. That's clutch for if you don't have the software because it's kind of expensive. What's the price tag on it? Like $500?
It's like
Or is
I
it
mean, I think
more?
the lifetime license is probably like what, $2K, I think, if I'm not mistaken, unless they went up on the prices.
Yeah,
But it's expensive.
yeah,
It's expensive. It's like $100 a month, I believe. Well, with all the add-ons,
yeah,
it's a lot. I think it's like $40, but then like $100 plus with all the add-ons, with all the features, with all the stuff that you need, like the icebergs,
yeah,
stop runs, and stuff like that. And he has all that for free. And all he's asking is for supporting his channel and like.
yeah,
I'll take that every day.
yeah.
Every day.
He has affiliate links for Bookmap if you want to purchase it on your own. But he really, like he said, he uploads it so people can get a feel and a see for how it works. And if you want to buy it, all he asks is that you use his affiliate link to purchase Bookmap. And like I said, that's clutch. Looks like it's finally going against us here in this trade. I will probably
Close it out.
yeah, shorted up trade. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see. We got this 830 level coming up, or yeah, that's where I had my. Let's see if the sellers are sitting there though. And I don't want to. Yeah, I'm in 3, so I'll chill out. I'll keep it 3. Keep it 3. Keep it P.
Well, I mean, hopefully you got your stop at break even. Hopefully you don't let this go against you. I would hope.
Oh, it's already
I
against
said.
me. You already know. You already.
Yeah. And we were just and I think this is a good example.
Yeah.
It's a good example of that type A personality. Because
Yeah.
even though we were just talking about it, Smith knew it was an uptrend. He was
Yep.
talking about it being an uptrend.
Yep.
And what did his mind tell him to do?
Short.
Short it.
Short. Why are you shorting an uptrend? It's not the right moment yet, basically. But my mind, look, if you go back in real time, I'm going basically off this 18-point drop candle. This candle, 5 minutes, dropped 18 points. I was like, okay, maybe this is, obviously it was the wrong thing to do in hindsight, and then I could have got out at break even here, but I'm not. My personality will not allow me to do that.
Nope. We'll take the loss. We'll blow the account.
Yeah,
And then that was our, like, dude, when we first started, that was our, man, them prop firms loved us, man. They loved us. We would get to the point where we almost passed the account, and then we would imagine the prop firms like, oh, man, it's Tyrone and Brandon again. They're about to pass the account. And then somebody in the background was like, nah, the market's going to do something. They're going to blow it. And sure enough, we always gave them what we wanted because we just stole our personality type.
Yeah.
I mean, over time, we got better with it.
Yeah.
We still suffer from it from time to time.
Yeah, we do. And this is prime example right now for me. But let me show y'all. I'll put this on screen. This is Bookmap. This is his channel.
All right, let's do some right there.
Yeah, this is his live channel. You can make it full screen and see. You can see the different levels, all the orders. Another visual representation of the tape. Yeah, that's Bookmap. It looks kind of crazy if it's your first time seeing it. It looks confusing, looks crazy, but you can read the DOM, read the order flow. You can see there's heat right here, 510, bunch of orders, bunch of sell orders sitting up there. So we might tap into that and maybe get a drop. There's a bunch of orders sitting down here trying to hold 495. So yeah.
So something else that I want to kind of piggyback over what you're saying.
Mhm.
Sell orders can be buy stop or sell stops or buy orders. Remember that. Remember, in order to get out of your position, if you buy, you have to sell. So you just be mindful. If you see like a block of orders sitting at one level, just be mindful that they could be buyers, and that's where they're getting out of their position. It doesn't mean that it's going to reverse there. It just means that, you know, buyers are going to get out of their position, and vice versa. There could be sellers trying to sell in that position. But just always be mindful of the context of the market.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, it's all situational.
I don't think I need. Yeah, that's something that we had to learn, man. We just have to trust the charts, man. Trust the charts. Don't go against it with your greedy heart. And boy, is my heart greedy. When I see green, I just want more. Just want more.
We can't go anywhere together. So very firm.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. This, like I said, this is what just irks me so bad. Just the waiting, being patient. It's not like I don't have confidence in the setup and the move or whatever, but the waiting, oh my gosh, it's so annoying for me. So annoying. Let's see if I am proven right or if I should cancel and close out of this. We're getting closer to my break even, about 4 or 5 points off right now. 15 minute, and then I took this, so I was looking at the 5 minute and then I shot over to the 15 minute on my trading view over here off screen. The 15 minutes giving me the almost, well, we're not quite there yet, but the 15 minutes looks like it's prepped to give me the green light to short this. Obviously, I should have been a little more patient and waited to short around this area. That would have been the better move. But I didn't. The 5 minute, like I said, in real time, the 5 minute had this big 18-point candle down after we had this big candle up. I was like, oh, maybe we have a little strong push down to at least this area. Like I said, I don't think it's going to break structure and go all the way down here. I got these limits set just in case, but I don't think it's going to do that, at least not yet. Maybe at some point during the day, or maybe not, you know, who knows, you never know. But all I want to see the market do is test this previous resistance. We have wicks up here, 5 of them, 6 if you count this that just misses short by like a point. I want to see it get back down here, if at all possible. Yeah, 30-year bonds. Hopefully, I'll probably won't. I'll go ahead.
Did price break structure? You saying that did it break structure?
No, it has not broken yet. I feel like it's about to, but it has not broken yet. I do feel like it's about to break structure, though. That's just my feeling. We got in even another confirmation. We got that, what's that? That TTF SMC toolkit on TradingView, that indicator. We got that pink dot at the top of the 10-15 candle on the 15 minute saying that this is going down potentially. I'm just waiting for sellers to come in. I mean, bulls ate already. They ate up since from 8:45. So bears had it for the first 15 minutes, then the bulls came back. It's the bears turn now. Let's eat. Just cross. Let's eat, bears. Get your spoons and forks ready, bears. Get your spoons and forks ready. We just crossed down below my break even. I'm up. I'm in. How many contracts am I in on this? 3 contracts short. I'm waiting to hit my first TP at 87. That was a potential support right here at 87-ish, 85, 87. If I might. I want to see it play out. But I don't want it to pull back on me. If we break this,
put break even.
Yeah, you're right. Give me first TP though. Give me first TP at 460. Actually, let's move it down. Because I feel like this order blocks here on the DOM's gonna get ran probably to down here. I'll put it at 85.75. 85.75. We tapped it to the 21 EMA, bounced back off of that. But I think the bears are about to get it. That's why I'm holding.
Okay. So before you try to convince yourself to stay in the short, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. You hearing that?
Is price bouncing the 21 EMA?
It just touched the 20. It did just touch and bounce.
Touch it and it bounces. We already know what that means. Like, we know what that means. You know, it's something that we don't like, especially if you're on the wrong side of that. It usually bounces off that 21 EMA.
Yeah.
If price is not below that 21 EMA, like price has to break and close below the 21 EMA. That's how you know you're on the right side.
Yeah.
If it does not do that, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
But I understand in the trade, like, nah, we don't want to take in that information. We want to hope.
No, yeah. I know you're right. You were right. Take some off. I could. I could. I was considering taking it off at the 21 EMA. I probably should have.
It bounced. How much did it bounce?
But it's approaching 21 EMA again. It's approaching it right here, and I mean,
it has to close strong underneath it. I mean, if you want this to work, it has to break. It has to close.
I'm with you.
Not close.
Y'all.
Pops back up.
Look at maybe. All right, let me put. I'll put this trail here. All right, so to satisfy you guys, my risk managers in the chat, I'll satisfy you with that.
That's what we are, risk managers.
In the chat.
Risk managers.
But let me show
There you
y'all.
go.
This is what I'm looking at on Trading View.
Risk managers. That's actually a pretty good name. That's a great name.
Did that fail
Risk
me?
managers in the chat.
I didn't hear anything.
Stop
Failed.
field.
So it hit my trail. I don't think it did not hit my TP at 85. But this is what I'm looking at on 5 minute. Got this 11-point drop. We've got our bear signal to short. When the red candle turns this teal blue, and we get the red dot on our wave indicator here, that's the signal to short. And then if you take it on the higher time frame to kind of confirm that, we haven't got it yet, but we're about to get our red signal here on this wave. You see how it's thinning out here at the top? Just got my second one filled. Now I'm in one. And see, I should have. I'll be listening to y'all. It seemed like the right thing to do, but I gotta stick to my convictions sometimes. Look at this.
Hold on, so what happened? Did the price drop?
We're dropping. Yes, we're at 481.82 right now. We got liquidity at 80, 45 order block, 46. Probably gonna run through that because this would be running stops.
Hold on. I was telling you to wait for it to close underneath the 21 EMA.
I know, but it's
That's
still.
what I was saying.
Yeah, we still got a couple minutes though for that to happen. For this next, we got 2 minutes, and you know how I'm impatient. 2 minutes. So I'm up 560 right now on this. I want to see, like you said, if we break the 60s, but I wonder. I only got one left on the table because I was in short 3. I know. Let's get the low of the days. Yeah. I know. I mean, I set the trail. It came back, hit my trail. I should have stayed in it, but in the moment, it'd be feeling like the right thing to do.
I mean, come on. Like, honestly,
it's the smart
the
thing to
market
do.
is being very merciful to you, Brandon. She is being very merciful to you. Very merciful.
She is.
She is being very merciful to you.
I gotta run her.
I mean, like we don't want people to believe that this is what she does all the time. This has to be fueled by news. It's a new contract on top of it being a heavy news week, and we got quad bridging, I believe, at the end of this week.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get a lot of abnormal price action. You're gonna get it.
Yeah. What level are we at? We're at the 23%. Remember I told you guys 23% fib level is kind of... It's acting right now as resistance or support. Excuse me, support. It was resistance back here for a long time. It's
It's gonna
kind
probably
of,
be written be support right now. That's usually how it works.
yeah. I'm gonna close this. Yeah.
Order filled.
All right, I'm out. I probably, maybe I can reposition. I do think this could go lower to point of control 470 and maybe VWAP, but closed out of that for a $448 P&L. Was up as much as like 550, but I don't know. It's not, there's no real strength right now. You know what I mean? Like, we just hit 11 o'clock. It's lunchtime on the East Coast, but it could be that, nah, I'm done.
I mean, I would be done. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
my stop time to trade is actually at lunch. If I
Yeah,
trade in the afternoon, it's going to be in a practice account or there's a play around account. I'm not
Yeah.
trading in none of my real account after lunch. That's just something that I'm not doing ever.
yeah,
There's
funded.
not a negative pay.
Yeah, that's true. Funded prop trader. I have not made it to the withdrawal day limit yet, so I've been I've been trading these XFAs. I don't know. I have to pull up I've been more so tracking my Apex more than anything. That's why I trade those first, and I make the most gains because that's the most volatility during the open. Trading right now is like such a drag. You get chop, you get slow price action. You're at lunchtime. And that's just for me, that's just not my personality, like we've talked about before. And look at the position go. It's starting to dump. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna call it right here. I don't want to it sounds funny. I don't want to do this anymore right now for the day. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like the slow. Like, I was looking at my trading view chart and I did see the breakdown coming. Obviously, I was a little too early, or I should have got in short up here with Kellen. I think he got short at 514. That was excellent. If you sat through all of that, it's paying off. But I don't know. I explained to y'all my thought process why I got short there. Basically because of this 18-point drop candle. I thought it was gonna do this basically right here, but it retraced a little bit and then dropped in my favor. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I've green in all three accounts, even though it's not that much for this one. I'll still take it. It still counts as a winning day for Top Step. So to address funded prop trader, my withdrawals. So I don't make it to. For Apex, I get to put in my withdrawal request this Friday. So like I said, I'm excited about that. This will be my first time getting paid out with Apex. Top Step, you gotta have 5 green winning days with 200 or more in profit. I think I'm on like day 2, maybe day 3. I don't know. I haven't been really tracking these Top Step accounts. But like I said, mainly this has been me to journey my Apex accounts to make it to payout, because this, like I said, I haven't been paid out by Apex by Apex yet. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to document and journey that process when I see it, or when I get to that point, and let everybody know how smooth, how quick they are, how that goes. So I'll be making videos on that. Like, I've been paid out with Top Step, I've been paid out with Take Profit Trader. Both of those, when I was paid out, were pretty fast. The days where we had deal, the deal accounts, and if all y'all know, because of that scandal that happened on the Forex side with the Forex prop firms, deal kind of the company deal that processes payouts, they cut ties with a lot of these prop firms. So people, the firms had to find other ways to pay out their traders, kind of like on the fly, basically. So some of them result into old ACH, slow ACH methods, depending on your bank, could take days at a time. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'll document when I make it to my first Apex payout. I'll walk everybody through the process. It'll be my first time going through the process. But I've been paid out with Top Step and I've been paid out with Take Profit, and from my experiences, they've been pretty quick. Okay. Prop trader said, yeah, Apex is good with payouts. Okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Mad Moxie, for the congrats. Jack, yep. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Although, I mean, I like volume is coming in though. Volume is coming in, but I think I know I should be done. But this EMA is crossing lower. Can we get to VWAP? Should I put a three lot on? Hop in 3 lot? Should I hop in 3 lot? This is the degen. This is the degen side coming.
I know you're asking for permission.
Asking for permission. I need that validity, but whatever, however you say that. I need it.
You need the validation.
The validation.
Can I go short here? Can I go short? I hear it.
Nah, yeah.
Coming out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm done. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. Remember, we got FOMC tomorrow. Please be. Look at that. Shoot. It dropped. I could have had an extra like $500 there, but whatever. We got FOMC tomorrow. So that's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna hop in tomorrow, trade regular, and then I'll probably hop off stream around this time, and then hop back in for FOMC. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, following me on this journey, growing this community. Like I said, we're just traders trying to help everybody out, help everybody get to some type of profitability. So like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new, go ahead, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Y'all, if you're gonna still keep trading, trade safe. You guys take care.